Wasted Potential Podcast is brought to you by Coming These Holidays. Brought to you by the Metaverse. The Stephen King Experience. Experience the world of Stephen King through the eyes of one of his random characters from Drury. Here in the Stephen King Experience, you can know what it's like to be from this world. Have an alien come out of your butt. Do cocaine. Get in prison. Do cocaine. Be haunted by a ghost. Or is it a demon? It's an alien. Whatever, do cocaine. And finally, for only Platinum members, get the experience of an alien posing as a human, posing as a hooker, who will torture you and bring up deep-seated, oddly specific sexual trauma. And do cocaine. Join now and do some f***ing coke.
Wasted Potential Podcast is brought to you by Has-Been Toys. This Christmas, Has-Been Toys introduces the perfect gift for every hot-blooded American child. With the rise in gun violence, There's Been Toys has brought to the top of the industry to bring both the solution and the fun for the whole family. Introducing a gun. A gun that only shoots Republicans. That should solve it. Point at your mom. If she dies, fuck it, she's a witch. I mean Republican. Probably voted for Trump too. So, buy these has-been guns today and stop gun violence with gun violence. We're also sponsored by, this year, join the long-awaited Reimagining. Donate to Wasted Potential Podcast now and get tickets for the live filming of ABC's new remake, The Cosby Show. Wear your best, tightest sweater and enjoy the complimentary drinks. All audiences must wear a mask and remain 6 feet apart to avoid COVID-19. Do not talk to the cast, do not look at the cast, or take any drinks or food from the cast. Just don't do it. It's not like they're just don't do it, because otherwise we'll sue you.
Wasted Potential is brought to you by Snowflake Sammy and Woke Wendy dolls. Fun for no one's family. Also, get their buddy, Face Mask Freddy doll, the doll that stays inside its box. You can't take it out, or it'll die. Be considerate of its health, you bastard. Get vaccinated. Has-Been Toys also would like to bring to you Assworms. Oh, cool. Is this the game where you fish with your hand around in plastic ass mold and pull out an alien? It is! I can't wait to infect the whole family. Assworms. Has-Been Toys presents. How about that new gaming system, Nintendo Switcheroo? It's a PlayStation. Just don't assume it's a console. What? You got me a Nintendo? This sucks. Nintendo has shit games, man. I don't even want to hear it. Mario's garbage. Has-Been Toys would like to present the Kwanzaa Advent Calendar. No one knows what it does, what's inside of it, but you can buy it. And it's not sold in the great state of Alabama. This Christmas, give the family the gift of Has-Been Toys, a blank piece of paper. No one will be offended this holiday season with this boring, stale, blank piece of paper. Oh, you assumed it was white? Guess what? Now you're a racist with a blank piece of paper. Don't write the N-word.
Welcome to Wasted Potential Podcast. Happy holidays, one and all, young and
Yay!
old. I am Ronnie, your host, and with me this week is the only person who's just recently gotten to Kanye West, Shane.
Yay! Who would have thought he was a Nazi the whole time? Hiding amongst us.
Some of us had an idea.
You know, when Alex Jones looks at you like, brother, that was a little far. cut the cameras.
Remember when they thought Jay-Z was in the Illuminati?
Well, now we know he wasn't because he was associated with Kanye. Got him kicked out real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to our holiday extravaganza. No matter what you celebrate, we're going to offend you. So welcome to the podcast. So this year, unfortunately, we are missing one of our usuals. Dan couldn't be with us. He got hypothermia and frostbite, stuck in Indiana trying to travel back.
And possible ass weasel.
Yeah, it's they call them ass weasels, aka ferrets. So he's kind of just stuck and incapacitated.
He's got a ferret in his ass.
What else is new, though? So instead of Dan, we have a very special guest. We meant to have him on the very first holiday extravaganza, but he canceled on us. We replaced him with Dan. So now we get to turn the tables on him. Please welcome our special guest, Peter Billingsley, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Peter.
Thank you guys for having me. Obviously, you've studied the movie a lot to do this, so it's just Christmas. I love Christmas movies. I'm starting a podcast this year on Christmas movies, which will be on Spotify.
You got a lot of balls coming here, you son of a.
Hey. We're here to clear the ground. Peter's here to talk about his brand new original movie that's not aping off of 40-year-old media at all. He's here to tell jokes and watch this amazing film that I picked this year that absolutely captures the feeling, meaning, and vibe of Christmas, Dreamcatcher.
I hope your career sinks due to any association with us, you son of a.
Hey, you know what? People don't know that his biggest role of all time is obviously Iron Man when he played that mad doctor in that. So, everyone knows he's a big famous guy.
You were an Iron Man?
How dare you besmirch the good name of Peter goddamn Billingsley? He's in it for 5 seconds. Okay, so we're off the rails already. Welcome to our third annual holiday extravaganza where we watch a film that has nothing to do with any holidays. Special drink. Our drink this week is the Cranberry Orange Whiskey Sour. It's 1 part cranberry, 3 parts whiskey because we're alcoholics, 2 parts ginger beer, and a little bit of orange juice. It's delicious. I haven't tried it yet, but... Oh, God! Oh, my God. This is going to be regrettable.
Also, if you want the true Stephen King experience from it, add about a cup of Epsom salt and enjoy the ass-splosion that occurs. That's also a proctology term.
A little bit of dash of cocaine. For usual... We're doing a commentary track, so we have drinking games that when this thing pops up on the screen, you're going to drink along with us because why the not? So, my drinking game for this week is every time the story changes, as this is a Stephen King 700-page novel adapted into a 2-hour film, so you know that the plot lines are going to surge and give you a headache.
700 pages. Jesus Christ.
Shane, what's your drinking game for this week?
Oh, mine is going to be every time there's a middle school turn of phrase, like criminy or something.
They say really weird, kind of like in-joke things that make sense if you're like 14, but if you're an adult, you're like, what?
You're like, that's stupid. Stop talking, Jason Lee.
Right. Go back to your Kevin James. Not Kevin James.
I thought he was Ryan Reynolds for a second because I missed the credit, and I was like, Ryan Reynolds? And I was like, oh, no, that's funny Ryan Reynolds. It's Jason Lee.
That's Jersey Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Scientology Ryan Reynolds.
Yay.
We have numerous games of trivia. I have our usual shot or not where I'll give Shane some true or false questions about the film. If he gets it correctly, he doesn't have to drink. I do. But if he gets it wrong, he has to drink. Shane, you have some special trivia for us this year. What is it?
Yeah, so I'm going to go with just some straight Stephen King trivia and see how much Stephen King trivia Ronnie can nail.
None.
And then I've got a fun game of proctology term or Stephen King term.
I can't imagine why you're talking about proctology, but maybe we'll figure out later in the film.
I don't know. I've just been into butts lately.
Who isn't? Okay, and last but not least, if you're enjoying what you're hearing, or maybe you're not, I don't give a please subscribe to us on Instagram, Twitter, follow us, and subscribe as well on YouTube. If you enjoy it, reach out. We'll have you on here. We'll make fun of you and all the things that you believe in. So come on down to the podcast. We're enjoying this. We'll see how long this goes for, as I'm tired of this bull podcast.
I've met a couple people that listen to our podcast, and I was like, oh boy, you did? And I was like, what'd you think? And there's like You're doing it.
Oh, you're posting that out into the real world. How brave of you.
I mean, you guys really don't give. You don't give a fuck a lot.
I get that a lot. That's what I get
And
too.
you're
You guys don't give a shit.
Thank you.
I go, oh God. Okay.
You really don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. Peter Billingsley here, our celebrity guest here, decided to join us by hearing our podcast. What do you think about this, Peter?
So truth be told, and not because I enjoy watching myself, kind of feels like comfort food. It's not as though I'm associated with something that I don't personally like, so it's been nice to see it go on.
Stop writing the N-word on your blank piece of paper, you bastard.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Damn it, Peter.
Okay, but we're starting at 11 seconds with the Warner Brothers logo.
Right,
is
11 seconds.
incumbent in snow.
Ready.
Okay, Shane, count us into this festive holiday extravaganza.
On the third ho. Ho, ho, ho! Alrighty. What a fun little... Alright, I'm going to start out, because there's a little bit of intro, none of it's really important or makes sense, with your first trivia.
Oh, God, right out of the gate.
Alright. So this will be your knowledge of dog breeds.
Oh, perfect.
Stephen King's novel Cujo, about a rabid dog that kills people, is about what dog breed?
St. Bernard.
Oh! You son of a bitch! Fuck you!
I have never seen Cujo. This is just a really random thing, is that, like, my mom is afraid of Cujo, the movie, and dogs in general, and she always joked, like, I don't know why St. Bernards are scary to me, but it's because of that fucking movie.
I know, and, like, that's not the dog I would pick, but...
No. I have
whatever.
a St. Bernard, and that thing's stupid as shit.
It's fucking dumb. Alright,
This is
So Lawrence Kasdan.
I was gonna say, did you recognize Lawrence fucking Kasdan as the
Empire
director
Strikes
and writer?
Back himself.
Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones films, all bunch of Star Wars shit, a bunch of very successful Oscar-nominated films.
Apparently we all have to fall at some time.
I have some trivia about him later, but I won't jump in yet. But yes, I was like, holy shit, it's Lawrence Kasdan.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of big actors too. Tom Sizemore. The cast is huge. Now, a lot of them weren't as big at the time. Like Tom Jane was on the rise, but he's in every Stephen King movie ever made. Damian Lewis wasn't really the person he is now after Band of Brothers, I don't think.
And also, what's that one? Homefront? Or what's that one called?
Yeah, Homefront.
Is it called Homefront?
I think it's called Homefront. Homeland.
Homeland, there we go.
Homelander.
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 Stormfront, whatever. That's what I'm getting my confusion there. You have Jason Lee, who's playing, the Kevin Smith character he plays in every fucking film.
Yeah, just a dumbass.
We already mentioned Thomas Jane, our favorite actor of all time. Also, Timothy Olyphant, who I love.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's the used car salesman.
You can put glasses on him, but he's still a handsome man.
He's still a sexy son of a bitch.
And did you even notice Donnie Wahlberg, that apparently is Mark Wahlberg's Down syndrome brother, who's in this?
No, I didn't see that.
He plays the character of Duddits.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You didn't notice that, did you? But I did.
He did it.
Oh, fuck me. We'll get to that later. Right now, Tom Jane is showing that he is the worst therapist that's ever gotten out of having a doctorate.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Shane, if you had the abilities of these four gentlemen, what would you use your powers for? Obviously not good. What would you use your powers for?
Taking strippers home.
I would have no any other way.
Yeah, getting probably the most efficient use of my dollar at a strip club.
I would definitely be like a game show contestant and just rake in tons of money and bullshit to do.
That's a good
easy.
one. Wall
For
Street,
sure.
maybe like some sort of Wall Street.
But can Wall Street? Can you read? You can't read minds. That would like. lead you to tons of money. Maybe like a lawyer, you could like fuck over some people for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. He basically tells this fat guy to stop being fat because his mom molested him or something.
Hey, you're a fatty? You big fat fuck? Hey, don't call me that. Yeah, you're a fat fuck. I'm paying you.
This is how Shane would be a therapist. He would have no empathy at all for anyone who's like plus size and would just talk down to them the entire time.
Uh-huh. And tell me more about that, Tom. And when's the last time you seen your penis? What?
Okay, so this is something that I have to guess is probably more drawn out in the 700-page novel, that they're all like want to commit suicide because they can read thoughts.
Right. I just assume that Stephen King's just writing this as he's also doing this. He's like, yeah, put the revolver to his fucking head. Does he pull the fucking trigger?
This kind of reminds you of like, since you mentioned Mel Gibson earlier, like What Women Want, but that's like a comedy, and this is like a comedy when it's convenient, and otherwise it's like a creepy body horror, like nonsense sci-fi military thing.
Yeah. This movie feels like, and I feel like Stephen King's writings in general, just the little that I've dealt with, is like, he's like an alien who is a Pulitzer Prize, like the best writer on its alien planet, and it came down here, and it's writing, because you're reading and you're like, oh, this is pretty good. Is this person a human? Look, why does it want to fuck kids?
Yeah, it's like Stephen King like understands like human interaction and like necessary requirements, but then always just amps it up 20% too much to a point of like uncomfortability. Like, you're not really from this planet, are you?
Yeah. It'd be like, if you're reading Pride and Prejudice and then they start eating fucking worms.
Pride and Prejudice and zombies.
Yeah, and you're like, wait, why are they eating worms? And they're just like casually doing that. That's what people eat is worms. And you're like, wait a minute. And then everything with Stephen King has to be tied into his own Stephen universe. Probably because he writes so much, he's just bankrupt.
Yeah, well, he also has that pseudonym he goes by too, Richard something.
Richard Bachman.
There you go. I'm surprised you knew that.
Yeah.
I thought that was Freddie Prinze Jr. at first, but that timeline wouldn't make sense.
No. And this is where he's being a bad teacher.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Hey, you didn't study.
Plagiarizes and he just cheats and he's like, try again because you're from Derry and you're from Derry, so you're trash.
Yeah. Is that M. Night Shyamalan?
Shyamalan?
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is stupid, where he's like, yeah, and it doesn't change the fact that this kid cheated his ass off. And like, because I'm psychic.
Yeah, no, it's so weird that they're so blasé about having these powers that any other human being would be freaked the fuck out. Because, like, for example, in this scene when Timothy Oliphant finds that girl's keys, she has the proper emotional reaction. I don't want to be around you, you fucking creeper. And they're acting like it's normal.
You're fucking weird, dude. And he's like, thank you for wearing your pink panties today. She's like, fuck you. Wait, that's not in that. That's my version.
It's actually in the novel version.
What if he's like, do I have a child? And he just like swings his finger, and if it points somewhere, he goes, oh, fuck.
I know what you want. I can read your mind.
Oh, shit. I should have worn a condom.
Okay, you know what's funny is, like, they can read minds, but they can't tell when someone's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. It's so vague, their powers. It's
dealt more in the novel, because I didn't read it. I was going to read it, but I was like, fuck, it's too long, so I didn't even bother, but I read the Wikipedia. And but they obviously go into much more detail about this kind of shit because it's Stephen King.
Yeah, and the Duddits plot. What?
See, I understand how these things connect loosely. It's just putting them all in 2 hours is a mess, and that's why this movie is a mess.
It's the equivalent. like I see how it all gets tied together, but it's so loose. It's like watching an episode of Interdimensional Cable, like, and then they come out of their butts. Butt snakes.
But once again, then like you don't have time to process because it jumps to the next tone and genre. You can't think about it, and now it's done raining because they shot in between rain takes.
Stand By Me meets, like you said, what, Independence Day?
I wrote down Stand By Me, The Thing, Independence Day, The Evil Dead, Pitch Black. So many things. Just like all these weird things that are kind of combined. Like how do they not know that this would totally freak her out, that he just happens to know? It's either he's staring and watching her, or he's psychic, and either way, that means run. Don't fuck around with a psychic.
Or that he was watching her the entire time.
Exactly.
Like she's like, oh, you fucking watched me drop my keys and then tried to fuck me. Weird.
Back there, there's a "Don't Tread on Me" sign. It's nice.
Hell yeah, brother. Is Maine like? I feel like Maine, like, has like it wants to be viewed as like this little like, you know, progressive, like little place, but deep in the woods, man, there's some scary shit, I'm sure, in Maine.
I think anywhere with woods, it's fucking crazy. You have crazy
anywhere
people who live in the
white
woods.
people in the woods.
In the Appalachians. Yeah, well, like, what do you do up there besides fucking animals and blow shit up? Like, you're not going to be processing the same speed.
Were they all like, they all have this weird trauma? What was the trauma?
They got molested by an alien pretending to be a Down syndrome kid.
It had to be. Duddits dudded him hard. Like,
oh yeah, he done did it.
Yeah, he did it all up in them.
Okay, so this is weird that like Tom Jane was gonna kill himself, so then his buddy calls him, but they don't address the awkward elephant in the room. And now, not Jay and Silent Bob calls him and says, "Hey, something's bad. Oh, I don't know what it is, but you would know what it is because like their powers let them know. I don't know what it is. Get home to your family and kids."
This feels like very close to a Jay and Silent Bob adventure.
Oh,
like,
yeah, especially when like the jokes start happening and all these casual Kevin Smith conversations that come out of nowhere. It's so weird.
If you took all these characters out and put Jay and Silent Bob in this film, it's instantly a total believable comedy they would be in, where aliens are bursting out of people's assholes. Mm-hmm. Morgan Freeman is leading a government conspiracy to blow them all up. Like,
they're talking about jerking off and getting like rim jobs and Hummers, and
they
like
hang
that.
out with some kid that has psychic powers. Like, this is a Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Yeah,
it would be better.
Or like a Seth Rogen kind of like like stoner comedy here. I don't know. It's weird.
Fuck you, guy. I didn't say shit. Leave me alone, redhead. You ginger fuck.
He's obviously not in New York, because in New York they were spitting him and called him like, you know, queer or something. But
fuck you, you soulless queer.
He's dead. Oh my god, he's dead.
He must have been a Sox fan. He's not. He's dead, but he's not, because he's too expensive to kill.
Yeah, they wouldn't put his name.
No.
You're not Hitchcock. Kaz and you fuck.
So he walked out to just get hit, and we go, why? Why did he do that? He's psychic.
Well, here's the... Okay, I picked this movie because I legitimately enjoy this movie. It is trash, but it makes me giggle so much. It's way too long, but it makes me giggle because of how wrong this is, especially with like a team of people behind it who should not be this incompetent. It's an anomaly to me.
I know, and it's all-stars.
Yeah, and it's so, everything is so weird. Like, it's so weird, like with the kid who's mentally handicapped, to the aliens, to the military, to this weird just Dreamcatcher, to the weird jokes, to like the kids in the forest going on a mystery, Scooby-Doo. There's so many weird things that don't connect, but they...
Why is there Dreamcatchers? I don't get the symbology between it. I don't see how it, like, relates.
And the book, they go into it more, but the very last line of the film, they say it, and it makes me want to throw up, but they said, Duddits is our Dreamcatcher. He kept us safe. But it seems like They
It
kept
seems
him
like he
safe.
drew you right into the middle of this entire thing. He used you as bait.
Yeah, when you're 12 and 13 and 14, and obviously fucked up the rest of your entire lives. But
He
I guess
used them as bait.
yeah, he basically groomed them.
And then it turns out that Duddits is some badass alien. Why can the other aliens all prim and proper and can talk, but Duddits is like, "Yee!"
Okay, so that was like a question I didn't think. I saw this like when it not in theaters when it came out. I don't know why. I remember like watching this. I don't remember like why my dad was watching it, but I've seen this so many times. But like I always like now thinking about it. Fuckaro.
Drink, fuckery, fuckaro. Oh,
Yeah.
more fuckeries, more fuckaros.
Oh God.
What is a fuckery?
Mm. Oh my God, drink is so bad. This a fuckero means it's happening. You're doing it to them. Fuckery happened to you. I don't know.
It's fucking dumb.
Okay, so I asked myself this question this time: did the alien intentionally infiltrate Duddits' body, and did he choose someone who has Down syndrome, or did he just happenstance fall into that person? Because I have a theory, but I want to know what you think first.
I don't know. I'm more just concerned that Lawrence Kasdan read this and went, I must make this.
I must write and direct this.
Yeah.
So my theory of this is, because the whole thing was innocence, right? Because these 4 kids who are middle schoolers and they're nice enough to go protect someone who can't protect themselves from bullies. And they keep saying, Dennis is the best of us. Dennis would never want to hurt me. He says, right here, Damian Lewis is telling him, Dennis would never want to hurt me. I saw him from across the street. Why would he ever do this? And then Henry goes, oh, no, he would never do that to you. He's trying to warn you. So did the alien intentionally pick Douglas because, like, he's innocent and would never do anything wrong because of his mental handicap, or just the luck of the draw? It's just weird and arbitrary.
It's so stupid. What it should have been is, you know, Duddits? Yeah, our psychic little friend. I'm worried about him. Why? Yeah, I heard runs Wall Street bets. It's getting fucked up. And Duddits just wearing a suit and, like, snorting coke. And he's like, 10,000 on Enron.
The Wolf of Dead Street.
Dead Street.
Yeah. So I don't know. It seems like a book that's written by a psychopath, because it's like it all ties together so well, but it's connected by very loose strings, like a Dreamcatcher. It's like I see what you're doing, but it doesn't all make a whole here. It's kind of nonsense.
I've always maintained that Stephen King, I'm not really a fan. Like, this is going to be, like, there's people out there that are going to fucking try to hang me, but I don't think he's that talented of a writer. I think he just goes for quantity over quality. Like, and just throws a bunch of shit at the wall. And eventually, within 700 pages, you're going to find something you liked.
So I've read enough Stephen King to know that I don't like his writing style, but he's an ideas guy. He has a lot of really good ideas. He has a lot of books, but so I just think he has so many things, he doesn't know how to edit it down. Like it in of itself is 1,000-something pages, and it's creepy in of itself, but it gets bogged down with just like the extra stuff of the outer world. This movie, it could be simple, whether it's just these kids meet someone, save someone who's mentally handicapped, and they get these powers they use for good. But then you throw in the military and then the saving the world. It's so lofty, and you can't reel it in 2 hours, let alone a 700-page book.
Yeah, he really needed a better editor, or an editor with more power.
But once again, he's like rich and popular, and he can get any and everything made numerous times. They've made so many adaptations of all of his books. So what the fuck do we know? We're idiots who have 10 listeners.
That's true. We suck.
All we do is bitch about nothing we don't know about here.
So here's your first proctology term. Oh God, the fucking warehouse.
I like this concept that Sherlock stole.
Oh my God, I totally did.
The Mind Palace.
Mind Palace. It's not a warehouse. It's a palace, you fucking poor.
You blighter.
Yeah. Okay. So this is proctology term or Stephen King term?
Okay.
Shvim.
What?
Shvim.
Shvim.
Is that
That
a medical term?
sounds like a medical term. I'm going medical term. Fuck.
It is a Stephen King term. What the fuck it means? Fuck if I know.
Shvim?
Shvim. Let me... Oh, I have it right here. High speech for side chick.
Use it in a sentence and I'll spell it.
Okay. She begrudgingly goes along with Roland's scheme to masquerade as his shveen, or a quiet little sidewife, his nudge in the night.
It's so weird.
Why? Why not just say mistress?
Side hoe. I like side hoe better.
Hi ho.
Side hoe, but yeah.
Side
Hi
hoe.
ho. Okay, so this is really cheaply done, but I like the idea that he kind of peers out the window, but it's just a really terrible like green screen like effect. But I think it's a cool idea. Like I like a lot of the ideas in this film, and they don't any of them work together at all.
Fuck me, Freddy. Drink.
Is that a reference? It sounds like Teddy Ruxpin. It sounds like a song or some shit that I don't know because I'm not 45 or 70 years old.
So
See, wish it was here to dance.
Riddle me this, Batman. Duddits is alive. In fact, they know where Duddits lives.
Yep.
Why did they not bring Duddits here?
Because he'll be boring and saying Mr. Gray the entire time. They don't want to bring down the thing. It's like having that friend you talk about behind their back and say, "Oh, I wish they were here," but you really don't fucking want them there because they'll like cramp your vibe.
Yeah. And this is the Stand By Me, like, complete fucking copy.
Yeah.
Where they find, instead of a dead body, a boy being forced to eat dog shit.
See, this is manipulative, but it works on me. I just feel so fucking bad for this child who's being bullied because of his lack of mental capacity. It's so fucking awful. It makes me so sad.
It, like, I want to go, like, what monster would make fun of a, like, mentally handicapped kid? You know what I mean? Like, that is next level monster.
Yeah, but I'm sure we might have been awful too. But I never would have held a child down and made him eat dog shit and then strip him naked, which is, oddly homoerotic.
It's getting real weird.
It's getting very Stephen Kingy right now.
Dude, all I just know of is the little fucking scene in the sewers where the kids all start circle jerking each other, like passing around their friend.
I've only read like the first couple chapters of it. I was like,
dude, if you've ever read that fucking scene, it's like way too long, and you're like, wait, these are 12-year-olds? And one line's like, he was thicker than I thought he would be. I was like, oh my god.
Ew. So this is the scene that's confusing because one, these teenage actors are awful, like even worse than normal teen actors. But it's all shot so flatly and just so terribly, going just the back and forth the characters. It's like Lawrence Kasdan wanted to do this.
Yeah,
like it seems so like passively directed. It's so goddamn bad. Ugh. What was Lawrence Kasdan's buy into this goddamn film?
He got paid $100 million.
Shot or not.
All right.
With the budget of $68 million, this film grossed a total of $140 million total worldwide. True or false?
I'm going to say that's reversed. I'm going to say it cost $140 million and only made 68.
It is false, so you're pretty close. It made $38 million locally and $47 worldwide, so it barely made back its money. Barely.
What studios love.
They love it, and other shots are not later that we'll talk more about this.
Have Stephen King movies ever actually made money? I feel like they all got big after. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it depends what era. 80s, huge. Then 90s, you have a bunch of TV films that are terribly shot because they didn't put a bunch of money into them, and then right now, this is the kind of revitalization of doing more Stephen King films. and it's not until recently that horror is so big and cheap to make that it makes a bunch of money. So I think the studios have flipped make the movie cheap so that we can make it back, because horror always makes more money because they're made for so cheap. This movie is just a disaster of a $70 million movie that was just like, oh, you blew your wad in the wrong places.
And this may just be me. I fucking hate watching kids in movies. It's just like, this is stupid. Like, if I could fast forward, I would. I hate this shit.
I don't mind it in general. I think this is just bad. Like the recent It film, those kid actors are good. They're fine. They work really well, and it feels authentic. This just feels like a play. It feels like a high school play. Like, that's kind of the acting this is. It's just really, really bad.
It does. Also, I thought that kid was our favorite actor. What's his name from, like, he was in The Descendants, and he's in Without a Paddle.
Oh, Matthew Lillard?
Yes. Does he look like a little Matthew Lillard?
He has, like, the head and the hair.
Yeah.
Like I can definitely see that.
They should just recast Matthew Lillard and they find a grown-ass Matthew Lillard instead of this kid.
So the entire plot of this film hinges upon that these four friends are the only nice middle schoolers that have ever existed and are willing to, like, put it on the line for this kid, which, you know, good for them. But then on top of that, they're not awful to each other. They're just not authentic people. Because even Stand By Me, they say terrible shit to each other, and they're like best friends. So it's just this doesn't feel authentic. Like, you know, I can buy that they, you know, put it on the line for this kid, but they're way too nice and kind and willing to do things. Because when I was a middle schooler, I was a fucking selfish little shit.
Ugh. Oh, Gina Schlesinger.
You're sloshing, dude.
Oh, man. So, oh, Jesus, shut up, Matthew Lillard.
No, yeah, no. It's so like, not melodramatic. It's just so cheap. It's just cheesy. Like, all the dialogue is so goddamn bad.
Well, I know something that'll cheer you up. Are you ready for some quick Stephen King trivia that's kind of on point with this?
Yay! What do you got?
In the spirit of mental handicap, which U.S. commentator did Stephen King write is Satan's mentally challenged younger brother?
I'm guessing political pundit, right?
Yeah.
I have two ways of going here.
Satan's mentally challenged younger brother.
I'm going Glenn Beck.
Holy shit! You nailed it!
Woo! I have autism. I got this. Here we go.
Stephen King's like, I'm progressive. You're retarded. Which is the most Stephen King thing to ever fucking do. That's right. You fucking retard. Vote Democrat.
Oh my god, I love this so much. Well, I was trying to think of, like, Bill O'Reilly's too. I was trying to think. Bill O'Reilly's too old. Tucker Carlson's too contemporary. So I was like, it's got to be Glenn Beck, and that's the perfect. Okay, I was using my conservative logic.
I just love that he's not like, it's just Satan's spawn. It's like, he's a fucking retard. I'm so progressive.
Well, that's a dated reference, so maybe that word was okay in the 2000s, but probably wasn't. What's funny about that is, like, Stephen King is, like, known for his Twitter profile. He's very vocal on his politics and obviously, you know, very left leaning. But do you remember? I think you watched it, right? Did you ever watch The Outsider on HBO?
No. Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, okay, because I think you and I talked about it at one point.
It's like a detective mystery, right? Where it turns out to be an alien in a cave or something, or a monster in a cave.
Same thing, where it's like a really creepy kind of cool mystery, and then you're like, the more you unravel it, the more it's like, this is ridiculous. It's still a good show. It's a good show. It's well acted.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
And well made. But that's just like, I remember when that book came out, that was like 2017, I think, and everyone was, not everyone, people who were very left-leaning were like, this is like a commentary on, like, the Trump era politics. So when the TV show came out, I was like, okay, I don't really want to watch that because I don't care about, obviously, I don't have any heart for Trump. But, like, I was like, I don't really care about this. So I was watching it. I'm like, is this book different? Because I don't see this shit at all.
I don't see what you're drawing from here. And it was written in the 90s.
The Outsider?
Was it?
No, 2017. It came out post-Trump.
Oh,
but
good Lord. I know nothing.
You don't. You really don't know
I just
anything.
been
I was
making up
surprised.
trivia.
I was surprised you knew Lawrence Kasdan. By the way, just saying. Even though we did a podcast
Empire, yeah, it was
on
our
Empire,
first one.
First glass half full.
Yeah. Not our first one. Our first one was Lost in Space. Maybe we'll redo that one at some point. Make you watch
perfect.
Lost in Space again.
God, that movie sucks.
So, is this the first story change?
Yeah. Now we're in a Cabin in the Woods movie.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it started when they came to the Cabin in the Woods movie, but they were like jerk off friends, fun, happy time. Now it's going to be a Cabin in the Woods horror.
And so this guy's like, oh, I've been stuck in the woods forever, and I fart a lot.
Well, this is when the first tone shifts. Like,
Oh yeah,
sure,
his chest.
Yeah, first, like, teenage friends will say, terrible, jokey shit. I get that, but now the fart jokes, I'm like, oh, weird. And he has, like, Rosie O'Donnell's, like, chest.
The rosy chest.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh. So, yeah, we get our first shift. They're driving back. Apparently, they didn't beat the storm, even though they were told to.
Storms are coming, Annie.
Storm's coming.
I feel it in my bone.
Now they're drinking and driving. Timothy Olyphant, I'm thinking that you were best in Justified.
He's great and everything. You should check out, he and Conan O'Brien are really good friends, and Timothy Olyphant is the funniest guest on there. But, like, not all, like, the funniest, like, Bill Burr and, like, what's his face, Martin Short are great, but Timothy Olyphant's great. He came on Conan O'Brien's podcast, and he was reading ads against Conan's will, so he's trying to make extra money on the side. But every time you ask him a question, he'd be like, and by the way, this question is, like, brought to you by Downey. It's a fucking great bit that he and Conan O'Brien have a good rapport. He's really fucking funny.
Better than the war between Jimmy Kimmel and Matt Damon. There was one that I don't think Jimmy Kimmel's really that funny. I think early Jimmy Kimmel was really funny, but then I think like that kind of stuff. But I'm also a child.
Yeah.
But he had Matt Damon on. And he's like, so they're letting you act in movies, huh? And that just made me laugh so hard. Oh, fuckero.
Oh, God damn it.
Man, I can't. They keep eating, and I'm so hungry.
Okay, Shane. We have 4 main characters. Describe their personalities.
Fuck. Damian Lewis.
Yeah, his name is...
Don't know his name.
Something weird. Because Beaver and him have
is
a weird
Jason
name.
Lee.
Jonesy. He's obviously Jonesy. They say his name 10,000 times. How did I forget that?
Jonesy. He is soft-spoken, intelligent, sometimes
Bitch in a buzzsaw. Is that a saying?
I don't know. I'll allow it. All right, Beaver. He's sassy and horny. Timothy Olyphant is sassy and horny and drunk. Tom Jane
Henry
is Jonesy.
See, his chest moved from the top down to the bottom. He did the full like Rosie O'Donnell.
Full Rosie. Fuck you, Rosie. And this, like, the farting thing, like, is that supposed to maybe be like, ha ha, like uncomfortable, ha ha, or like, and why does the alien make him fart?
Okay, in a book, reading it, someone farts is different than the sound. When you hear a fart, the sound is funny and goofy. So having that in a creepy body horror film, it doesn't work audibly as it would maybe just reading it. Oh, the character, his chest is imploding, is exploding, and like and he's breaking wind. That's different than that's just a funny fucking sound.
Yeah. Oh.
But I like this. This is stolen from Alien. But I like this stuff
Very
separately. But then it doesn't work together. Farty, make laughs. Fuck me, Freddy. Drink again. Give me some air.
And like all they needed to do was make this about 4 guys that always come up to the cabin, and then this occurs, right? Take out the whole psychic duddit shit. Like,
but I like that stuff separately. It doesn't mix with it. Like, I can imagine like a short story with 4 kids who make the right choice, and then from there they're rewarded with these superpowers, and they use them to kind of like solve mysteries. That works when they're kids, but as adults, it's weird because, like you said, they'd be going through some fucking weird trauma. Imagine you could hear all the thoughts of your family members, every date you've ever had. They would legitimately be fucking functional.
yeah.
Having that ability.
Yeah, they wouldn't be as normal as they are.
Well, and once again, they're normal in the way that like they're good together, but Damian Lewis has a family and it works. The other 3 are fucking outcasts. So I see the kernels where this does work, but it doesn't work with farts, silly, flip the car, there's no injuries at all, make everything a joke, and then out of nowhere, we're going to commit genocide against these aliens that I know they're bad, but I don't fully know that they're bad, except for this one alien. It's really weird.
All we know about the aliens is what Morgan Freeman tells us.
Yeah, and he's obviously portrayed as a fucking psychopath, so we don't you don't trust him.
He's what's it called? An untrustworthy
Unreliable narrator.
Yeah. God, that every time I hear that word, it reminds me of what was the movie called? It was some like Lifetime original level bullshit, but it had a bunch of famous actors like Oscar Isaac and like Penelope Cruz and shit, and it's like how we're all drawn together, and like what's her name? Olivia Wilde plays this like college who's like, God, I'm just getting my doctorates in English and I'm so hot, but I just don't know what to write about because everyone around me is so dumb and I'm so smart. And she goes, oh my God, life's an unreliable narrator. And I was like, what? And she's like, oh, that's it. There's this, and she like tries to draw this like weird psychology to like life is nothing but an unreliable narrator. And I was like, no, the unreliable narrator is in a book. It's not life. What? Like maybe you telling about your life is an unreliable narrator, but that's the point.
Isn't that movie called This Is Us?
Something like that. It is fucking stupid.
That's a joke. I've never seen that.
Brought to you by Skippy.
Bald as Telly?
What?
You said bald as Telly.
Telly Savalas?
I don't know.
That's a weird reference.
See, Beaver is weird enough.
Yeah.
Beaver is that weird friend that you like, but no, he's never going to socially adjust. He's probably going to overdose or kill himself because he just doesn't adjust. But then Jonesy just seems kind of melancholic. Pete seems like fucking on the edge and he's going to like drink himself to a death. And then Henry's just an asshole kind of, but he's also the hero because he's Tom Jane.
Yeah, he's Tom Jane. So hot. So hot. Beav, though. Beav, does his powers read minds?
So I think technically they all have the same power, right? Except Pete has
the little ray gun that points you where you want to go.
Yeah, it's weird that some of them have certain power. It seems like they wanted to give each of them a different power, but Henry and Beav have the same power. And then is Jonesy's power that he has a mind palace?
I have no idea.
Or is Jonesy's power that he has a British accent?
Yes.
Or he's an American accent, he can pretend to be British, or vice versa. Because isn't Damian Lewis a Brit?
He is a filthy Brit that keeps playing American parts.
He's taking our gerbs.
I don't fucking like it. You limey.
And now Timothy Olyphant doesn't know what to do, so he's just going to make jokes the rest of the film because they gotta liven up this fucking weirdo. She looks like Dallas Bryce Howard and fucking Lady in the Water. The big old blue eyes and like and no eyebrows.
I like Dallas Bryce Howard.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm into it.
She's like it looks like she's got alopecia, or she just like can't go in the sun.
I'm into it. Keep me in your lair. Oh,
the
look
room.
at all the CGI red stuff on their fur.
Ew, gross.
How'd you like to be an intern that has to catch deer and paint them?
Or a bear.
Come
Imagine
here,
you
you-
gotta paint that fucking bear.
Come here, bear. Hey, bear. Hey.
Hey,
Oh, God.
Morgan Freeman, who's top billed, is now
And-
introducing him to this film.
Why does Morgan Freeman, if he's trying to contain... Also, this sounds like the Halo fucking music.
Oh, I can't hear it,
It
but it
sounds
is James Newton
just
Howard.
like Halo.
Oh.
No, like where you're driving around, it's like boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Quarantine buzzword.
yeah. But like, why doesn't Morgan Freeman just shoot them? Because he plans to kill everyone anyways. So
But they're not contained because they can just go through the woods to the other side. They're not contained. No, but that's my question. Is they're trying to contain this virus, but they don't lock them up when they should be locking them up. They should be like, oh, we have 4 bogeys in Sector 7. Go wrestle
Fucking
them up so they don't
smoke
break
'em.
out.
Yeah.
Right?
And like, I don't know. Cabin in the Woods is a better movie. we should have watched Cabin in the Woods for Christmas.
That's a farce, though. If you want to watch...
Yeah.
Oh, are you thinking of the Eli Roth one? What's that called?
No. The one where the Aztecs rape everybody?
Yeah, that's Cabin in the Woods. SSDD, I've never figured out what that meant.
Same shit, different day.
Oh, really? Is that stupid?
It's that dumb.
Oh, I thought it was like their initials or something.
Nope. That's what they said in it. Same shit, different day.
And like that's
It's just farting.
but like that's their wise thing that they tag
Yep.
on things like they're fucking 12 years old.
Yep. They're grown-ass men that they're like, yeah. This has the same problem that, like, you know when you watch military movies and they're like, this is how real military guys talk. They're like, hey, you're gay. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get home. Why? There's going to be someone there already. Like, it's so cookie-cutter cliche that you're like, no, they people just talk like normal people. Like, I don't know. This has the same thing. What is a Jobanoba?
SSDD. Real Jabanaba.
Jabanaba. Drink to the Jabanabas.
That sounds definitely like a slur.
This podcast is a Jabanaba, and don't let Jabanabas vote.
You fucking moops.
Fucking moops.
Okay, so now like look at their facial reactions. They're like almost laughing. Those are like comedy shots where it's flat.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Roip. Oh, Zoop, watch out, Scoob." Like it's just
Damien, they just didn't tell the actors that the movie was going to take this twist, so they're like, really? This is where this is going?
I'm surprised Jason Lee
Okay.
didn't say someone had their period all over the floor. It's
Yeah.
that like Kevin Smith's stupid level of like writing.
This does feel very Kevin Smithy. Like,
I told you.
it's about a couple queef jokes away from being a Kevin Smith film.
Yeah, and at some point, Ben Affleck thinks he can turn a lesbian straight, and then it's the exact same movie.
Remember that progressive gem?
If you talk about
she's-
dated movies,
She's
Jason
not
Yaney
lesbian.
is-
She just needs a good dicking.
right? that's like a hip hop lyric where we're like hip hop artists will say shit like that, like
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm gonna watch a bunch of dicks and then and turn them straight. I'm like that's not how things work, sir.
Sir, are you high or just incredibly stupid?
Well, like it works in a bragging thing, but it doesn't work in a sincere,
rom-com.
emotionally charging. Yeah, or sincere emotionally charged like drama.
Oh, he's such
Oh,
an idiot.
no.
And he
Scooby-Dooby
jerks off
Doo.
Disney every time he can.
Oh, Kevin Smith? Mm-hmm. Well, okay. I don't like Kevin Smith. He is an important part of my teenage years of like getting into enjoying films.
I'll agree with
but
that.
But he legitimately enjoys comic books. Fine, but he's 50. That's all I'm gonna say.
And so we
See,
get
now
here.
this is cool. I like the color change, the Dutch angle. It's creepy, it's uncomfortable, and this is a different movie entirely. So drink.
All right.
It goes from weird military thing to body horror now. This is my
Mm-hmm.
favorite part of the movie.
It's very The Thing. You're right. Guy's trapped with some weird animal that
Yeah,
co-ops
it's
you.
snowy. They have all the thing. They have like all the snow gear, and then you have also like Alien 2, where it's like this creature comes out of there. Oh, my favorite!
His asshole!
Yeah, I would definitely walk out and leave.
One thing I will give this movie, it does kind of undercut the aliens, like they're unstoppable until they aren't, but no one really can handle these aliens. You know what I mean? Like, why does it? It doesn't have a bunch of near miss bites. It just keeps biting them. The problem is sometimes it slices their hand off, and sometimes they're unfazed by the bite.
Yeah, like later when Pete's attacked, he says he tried to bite my dick off, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that thing took off your whole like reproductive system, like down there. Like you're dead, you're gone, you're gonna bleed out because there's a bunch of fucking arteries down there.
And why does he reach for a fucking toothpick? My fucking god, these toothpicks.
I know it's annoying, but that was what I was trying to get to earlier when I actually described the characters, and they're not characters; they're like tropes or
plot advancement.
Things. Yeah, they're like his thing is he's neurotic and has a toothpick. Okay, I get it, but like they're, you said, cookie cutter things. They're not characters.
They're sure not human.
Yeah, they're the aliens.
Yeah, it's true. The most human thing are the ass weasels. They just kill everyone and want to raise their kids. This is so stupid. This is infuriating.
I know, but
just have the alien push him off. You know what I mean?
I know, but it's a movie, Shane. You gotta have movie things happen in a movie.
Ugh.
I forgive it.
And it's
he's
so
neurotic.
Drawn out.
I know, but he's neurotic. He's compulsive. He's not adjusted. So I buy Beaver. Of all the characters, he has the most character, and I buy his characterization of like legitimately he's the most fucked up, because all of them would be totally fucked up of having these powers at 14 years old.
Christ, we still have an hour 27 into this piece of shit.
I don't appreciate you complaining about the films that I choose. I don't complain about your fucking films.
Are you ready for
perfect timing for some proctology?
Proctology or Stephen King word?
Yeah.
Ready? I'm gonna give you two. So the first one, beamquake.
That's a Kevin Smith term. I guess I'll have to go with King.
Yeah, beamquake. I don't know what a beamquake is, but you know what? Let's look at what a beamquake is. I could pull up.
You look it up. Let me think what a beamquake is. I'm thinking like beams, like steel beams or beams in a house, and a quake. So I'm gonna go with this a small earthquake that shakes the house, but not the entire foundation.
When the beam-targeting breakers, physically captives of the Big Bad, the Crimson King successfully destroys one of the 6 beams. This is the result felt across the realities.
So it's the Stand thing.
Dude, the Dark Tower series sounds like
Dark
a
Tower.
shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a real shit show.
Never seen or read anything from that, so I can't say one way or the other. My mom says The Stand's a good book. She's given it to me, and it's just sitting there in my library going, "You're not going to do this. Why? Don't bother. You're not going to do this."
You're not going to do this. All right. And then here's a trivia.
Uh-huh.
Stephen King co-wrote an episode of which TV series?
There's a lot. Like, can you give me a hint?
Oh, yeah. I'll give. It would be a science fiction, like a contemporary for the time science fiction, like in real time, but it's a science fiction show, and it was very popular in the 90s.
Star Trek.
No, the X-Files.
Oh, that would make sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I tried to give you a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah. That's fair.
All right, and then one more phrase because I got a lot of them.
Jesus Christ.
Anal fissures.
I'm gonna go with medical term.
That is anal fissures, which is what that guy has.
When it's a puppet, it looks stupid, and I know this is coming from me. I think the CGI looks better than the puppet, which is another thing I say very often.
So I don't know when I saw this movie before you told me to, but I remember it being creepier and scarier.
Yeah.
Not this stupid.
Oh no, it's fucking stupid because he's fighting with a dick puppet.
Yeah.
That came into someone's ass, and I think I just saw like the puppeteer string on it. Oh, he just punched
it's gonna bite his face. Oh, he's dead. And I hate when characters like just take way too long to react. Like you would see all this, you'd see him get killed, and you'd be like, "Oh fuck this," and you wouldn't stare. You wouldn't be like, You'd be like, "Oh fuck that noise."
Welcome to movies, Shane's tension.
Ugh.
No, but you're right. Like I saw this 2003, so I probably saw this around 13 or 14. That's probably thought it was a really cool movie because I was stupid.
Yeah,
but
we also thought Lady in the Water was a masterpiece.
Not we.
Not
but
we.
I enjoyed this stuff. It's not good, but it's creepy, and I think it might work better as a book. Like imagine you're reading, like the monster tore a hole out of its ass. Creepier than actually seeing Worm wiggle and fight person in hand-to-hand combat.
This movie is stupid.
Also, it would be creepier if like it attacked them when they were sleeping, like kind of like Alien, where it's kind of like unsuspecting. Him having a fist fight with it is just goofy as shit.
He should have been like it should have gotten real stupid and be like he trains at his boxing gym every day and helps like inner city kids learn how to box. And like,
oh, I'm sure it's
so that's his moment where he's like, "Come here, you fucking alien."
Is it weird that like the ass weasels are more terrifying than the stupid like tumor glob?
And where did the big monster come from?
It just walked in.
It's just wandering around, and then like it can change shapes because it projects itself how it thinks we want it to look.
Yeah, that's the weird thing too. Because if it can do that, then why does it need to possess people?
Yeah, I want to just make itself look like a human.
Yeah. It doesn't look terrible. It looks okay.
Yeah. Oh. Where's Roswell?
Right? Which way to New Mexico?
I want to see the Grand Canyon. Can you show me to your mother's house?
Damian Lewis is trying really hard, but it looks comical. His reactions. Yeah.
What do you want? Your women.
Your anal cavity.
Yeah, your butts.
Shut it up.
All right.
Writer-director Lawrence Kasdan said he had trouble getting more work after this movie totally flopped. True or false?
I hope so, you son of a bitch. You should have quit while you were ahead. True.
That is true. You want to guess what?
Dreamcatcher were like, never hire this man.
Do you want to guess what his next big movie was after this film?
Spy Kids.
No, that would be right after this. The Force Awakens. He wrote that.
Yep, he's a hack.
Yeah, he did that. I think he did the Solo film too, but he and his son co-wrote those new Star Wars films.
You know, the sad part is when Kasdan meets up with a great idea guy, usually good things happen. Because George Lucas is a terrible writer, but a great idea man. And so you think that having that talent would fix this, but I think Stephen King had too much say.
No, I don't know. Stephen King, it said he sold the rights to this movie for $1. Like he didn't give a shit about this movie, about the book, and kind of just gave it away. So I don't think Stephen King has any say in the films. I don't think he cares. I know he and Kubrick hated each other because of what Kubrick did to The Shining.
Make it better.
Right? But I don't think Stephen King has a lot of say. because he doesn't even produce the film, so I don't think he has say. I think he just takes the money and comes on set to like maybe give ideas, but I don't think he really has any creative license unless someone gives it to him. So obviously someone like Kubrick is like, fuck you, I don't give a shit. Maybe Kazan's like, maybe like this, but King doesn't have fond memories of this, and I'll get into why later, but he doesn't really have fond memories of this book in particular.
He was dabbling with heroin.
You're gonna feel bad later.
Someone had butt cancer. You're gonna feel bad for that one later.
I'll get you later.
You're gonna regret that one.
Okay, now it's the new movie. It's now a military film that has
Drake.
This does not anyway feel properly. Oh, and it's called Ripley. Speaking of Alien.
Mm-hmm. Now that I believe, the military would be so like unable to. What are we gonna name it? Fucking Ripley. Actually, it'd be butt slugs, but
Operation Butt Slug cannot get out.
Operation Butt Plug will go ahead to kill the butt slugs. We will plug this butt.
Anal cement will commence at dawn.
I do kind of like that the military's not inept in this. They kind of show up and they're like, all right, let's handle this. The butt slugs are back again. Like, that's kind of a cool approach to it. Instead of us being unprepared, we're totally just like, just another day, just another dollar kind of thing.
SSDD.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the problem is, like, I think the characterization of the military is right until General Kurtz here goes up the deep end.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not a person who's like, go to war and fight everything, but I understand the military has to make decisions that aren't going to make anyone happy in the end of the day. So genociding a bunch of aliens and possibly quarantining people for life
yeah,
is awful. But then I'm not the person who signed up to make those goddamn decisions because I'm a pussy and I would not make those decisions.
And also, like, if the military told me like, hey, these people literally have crazy butt weasels that come out and eat things and infect everything else, so we're gonna deny some human rights here, I'd be like, you know what? That's one of those kind of the ends justify the means.
Mm-hmm. But then once again, like, okay, so putting this in the real world, imagine it gets out in the media that like there's butt slugs, aliens. Fake news. I don't believe it. That's the liberal or the conservative media. I can go out and do what I want to. Fuck quarantine. Like, it's all nonsense if you like extrapolate this to a point of reality. So sure, keep your butt slugs in your Stephen King novels. Just don't make it realistic.
Butt slugs aren't real.
Exactly.
This is all Illuminati plot. I ain't
Fucking
seen
Fauci.
a butt slug. Look at me. I'm healthy as can be. I work out and drink water. I don't got no butt slugs.
You can check my asshole. Peter, sorry.
Long. Christ.
Yeah, it is long. Sorry, but Peter, we haven't been talking to you all. How are you feeling right now about watching Dreamcatcher with us? What do you feel?
The things you care deeply about will most often not land where you think they will.
Yeah, that's very insightful, Peter. Thank you.
This is stupid.
Please don't insult our guest. He flew all the way from Minnesota, and he's staying in my guest house right now. He likes a lot of quesadillas. It's really weird, and he wants to constantly go over lines for a Christmas story. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Did he shoot the finger or the glass behind it?
No, I want an officer right undercover knife, so do you want to get ready by the rifle?
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so he shot Gomer Pyle because he let someone through the net. This just show that Morgan Freeman is a hard leader and kind of losing it.
It shows he's fringy. He's on the fringe and on the edge.
He's out. God damn it, Colonel! He crossed the Curtis line.
Is it weird? I'm sure it's not weird to you. I get Tom Sizemore and Michael Madsen confused.
Yeah.
I keep thinking he's in Tarantino films, and he's not.
Actually, here's the thing. I like Tom Sizemore. I didn't know I liked Tom Sizemore. I've seen a bunch of movies where, hey, it's Tom Sizemore. But I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. Until now. Now I go, oh, that's Tom Sizemore.
You can pick him up out of a lineup because he's always doing lines.
Oh, very good.
Do you remember that? He had his own reality TV show.
No.
Saving Sizemore. Yeah, he's a huge, or was, I think he's dead. He was a huge cokehead, and he had a reality TV show, I think on VH1 or something like that, where like he was trying, like going through rehab because he's a huge cokehead.
Fuck yeah. So on Black Hawk Down, he was just railing coke?
I think on everything he's just railing coke.
That's awesome.
He is not dead. I thought he was dead. Is Michael Madsen dead? One of them's dead. Someone died. I don't know.
No.
One of them did.
Would one of you die?
So I can figure out who you are.
Jesus Christ, this is stupid.
Nope, they're both alive. I'm just stupid. Yeah. Okay. Right now.
Oh yeah, so they just told us that they've been killing aliens for a while. Timothy Oliphant's still an alcoholic now, I guess. And he's being funny with a dead person.
Yeah, scene change. Went from military to silly, goofy, around the campfire where Pete Davidson here tells us about his big dick.
He is very, very Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson's one of those that, like, I would say 90% his jokes I just stare blankly with crickets, and then 10% I'm like, ha, that's kind of funny. Like, I never just roll on the ground laughing at what Pete Davidson has to say.
I don't hate Pete Davidson. I think he blew up really, really fast and very young, and that kind of is just a weird reality. And he obviously has like severe mental problems from just like the trauma he's gone through and just like thrown in the limelight. But he reminds me of like Justin Bieber kind of in a way where it's like he blew up so fast, he's bound to like burn very, very quickly. But I don't hate him. I just don't think he's particularly funny very often.
No.
But I don't hate anybody. I just kind of nothing a lot of people here. Isn't it weird that he's British?
Did Damian Lewis just not want to do the American accent the whole time?
No, it's intentional. It says, I read on IMDb, because there is not a lot of trivia about this movie.
Why is the alien British?
No one wants to talk about this movie. Lawrence Kasdan doesn't want to talk about this movie. No one wants to talk about it. Like everyone wants to pretend like that. Like this butt weasel died years ago, and no one's talking about it anymore. Like,
oh
it's
no, the
like
butt slugs are back.
It's basically like a hemorrhoid. He's just like, I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, apparently Damian Lewis modeled his accent, even though he's British, off of Michael McDowell, you know, from Clockwork Orange, right, and et cetera, et cetera. Just weird. Why is the Brit doing a fake British accent? like Damian Lewis is not that, you know, over the top British like that.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
Very meta.
I wonder if they let Timmy Oliphant just actually gave him beer and just said, just go for it, man.
Just do you, dude.
I made Star Wars. I don't care.
Yeah, I hang out with George Lucas.
I made the only good Star Wars movie ever. I'm good.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Oh, okay, yeah. Name a better Star Wars movie than The Empire Strikes Back.
I was gonna eat your clam. He invited her out for clams, which is a weird date.
And not if you're from Maine, I guess.
Yeah, that does sound
delicious. I don't know. That's a risky first date. Let's go get some seafood. But I guess if you're from Maine, when in Rome,
you would take a girl out to get lobster, you know, so that you balling out of control.
Oh, I can't afford lobster. I'm on my pay scale.
Yeah, we now are fully supported by our podcast, which means that we are hobos.
I'm actually Peter Billingsley's sex slave. It's keeping the rent.
I'm his toilet.
I'm his ass weasel.
So now he's gonna get attacked by a butt slug.
Oh, really?
Now we're talking about
really,
Duddits.
Pete? Really? Now Duddits is from a different planet? No shit.
Because you can read minds? Like,
I thought you were Chris Angel mind freak. Oh, I'm confused now. I get it now.
Can you imagine if Chris Angel got eaten alive by a butt slug? He's
He's
doing
a
his little
Westlife.
magic card trick on the street, and some alien attacks him.
See, this is the whole thing. This whole theme, I say theme loosely, about like kindness and goodness, and good people get gifts and they're meant for something bigger in the world. It feels very, like you mentioned before, M. Night Shyamalan-y, where it's kind of like, we're for a bigger purpose in this world. And I just want to throw up.
Isn't that there's some like, remember it was like a big TV show where like a bunch of young adults had superpowers, but like they never met each other. It's kind of soap opera-y. It's called like The Chosen or something like that. It was super popular.
Heroes?
Yes!
I never saw Heroes.
That sounds a lot like that. Ah, I bit his cock. Or what we're supposed to think, and then his cock is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Because Timothy Olyphant can't lose his dick. It's his most powerful member.
Yeah, Beaver just got like completely mauled, but he's fine. This is the dumbest fight ever.
Yeah.
So he just pile drived it with his cock into the campfire, and now he's fighting this alien prison style.
So P here brings in his 6-inch member versus this 2-foot-long alien cockweasel here. He's definitely outmatched.
You know what I don't understand either? If he's like, where did it go? Why doesn't he just twirl his finger and have it point where it is? Oh, now he's being...
Why can't it read its mind?
Oh.
It obviously has, like, the process to, like, survive and reproduce, so it has at least the thought of kill, kill, kill. I'm going to jump right about now.
Aha! This is fucking dumb. Why doesn't he just reach out to a buddy and be like, "Hey, I need help."
He did right now because he's coming towards him.
Reach out through Christ.
The power of Christ compels you.
Drink. My mouse is on the way.
Yeah, that's a reference. See, I remember seeing the trailer to this, and I remember when I was a kid. I don't remember if I saw it in the theater. I remember when he says, "You're not Jonesy." That was always like a super dramatic, like sting. It's something in my thing, and now I'm like, oh, it's just silly.
Oh, because he's psychic.
Mm-hmm.
And why doesn't Mr. Gray sense that he's in his warehouse?
He does right now. He says, "Who was that on the side of the road there?"
Oh, who was
Jonesy?
that, Jonesy? We get a cup of tea.
Chim chimaree, chim chimaroo.
Fuckaroo.
There we go. Now it's coming full circle.
Yeah, we did it. God, I'm hungry. I just want to eat right now.
Welcome to the podcast where Shane bitches
I'm
about how long the movie is and
so
wants to eat food.
High right now.
Ah, you're pretty coherent, surprisingly.
I'm just hungry. All right. Let's get back to Mr. Gray.
Me and Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones and me going out of buttholes together. We take over the beautiful women. You're going to get her butthole. Oh, no, I'm going to get her butthole.
I apologize if you're listening to
That
this.
was my Counting Crows rendition of Mr. Jones and me. Oh, he's going through their porn section.
Eat shit and die.
Uh-oh. Why is he talking? Why isn't he just normal like everybody else?
Sympathy. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stephen King is known for like his outcasts and sympathetic characters of like the Losers Club and It, The Stand By Me. The kids have all come from like difficult past, so he has a lot of sympathy for children and like their innocence. So I think the ultimate example of innocence is someone who is mentally handicapped because they don't understand the darkness of the world, so they're so innocent to it all. I think that's the whole point of this.
I think Stephen King's a real Glenn Beck.
Perfect response.
Okay. So now him and Pete are going to wander out or whatever. Okay. I am going to give you another proctology or Stephen King term.
Yay.
Lobstrosities.
Lobstrosity. It sounds like an obstruction in your colon, so I'm going to go with medical term.
Nope, it's a Stephen King term for giant lobsters.
No.
A lobstrosity. Lobstrosity. Do, 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 do. Lobstrosity. Oh,
Why couldn't they give him like eye contacts, but they actually CGI'd his eyes?
and if Mr. Gray species developed with this psychic ability to like kill people,
Yep.
like with their mind, why do they have physical weapons?
Or why does he just need to like go to I-95? Like
Yeah.
he can just read his mind where to go.
And how does he already know where he's going if they crash landed here?
They've been doing it for years, and they picked. Why'd they pick Boston for? That fucking water there is already polluted. That's definitely gonna kill any kind of alien virus that's in there.
And why don't they just land near that? Like,
Why is he surprised? Did he not know he has a gift because of Jonesy can do that and they can read minds? Like, does he really not know this?
So anyone that gets touched by the butt weasel has that shit grow on him?
Oh yeah, I never know what that was either. That's like
The fungus, the red fungus.
Because by that logic, all those animals are infected and they're all gonna like, contaminate everything. Because birds fly. I feel like you can do way more damage by doing like a fucking avian flu than you could putting in like the water supply. It'd be more efficient to actually like get it out in the world like for fucking bats.
And is Mr. Gray like just the only last vestige of them? Because like if they've been doing this for years, why is Mr. Gray so important? If at any point they could have already succeeded in this plan.
No, they just crash landed like months ago, right? So there's like a whole race of them that are coming, and it's also the assumption that they're going to come back too. This isn't like the end of their race. He just happened to get out, but it seems like Mr. Gray's like their leader, or at least they're like, their secret agent who infiltrated enemy lines.
It's fucking dumb, man. Just want to hear the president be like, "We currently have our top military personnel battling aliens that infect through touch and apparently come out of your butt."
This is Bush era, sir.
We're currently battling the butt slugs. We have heard they have weapons of mass destruction and oil. I've sicked our best man on it, Dick Cheney. Him, along with a group of hunters, is going to go take care of it.
Blast!
Yeah.
Blast in the face.
I'm sorry, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicated.
Oh god, Shane's definitely fucked up. Okay.
All right.
Let's go to Shut or Not.
Okay.
Dreamcatcher was nominated in 2003 for Best Horror/Thriller Film at the Teen Choice Awards and lost to Signs. True or false?
Oh, God. True.
It's false.
Oh.
It lost to the movie The Ring.
Another world beater. Jesus.
I remember The Ring being really good when I was younger, and a couple years ago I watched it and fell asleep. It's really not as interesting, but I think the time, like 2003, horror was in a different place, so then it just became a huge cultural phenomenon, even though the film itself is not that well made.
It's kind of a scary concept. Oh, sorry.
It's also really fucking stupid, too, the 7 days thing. Like, it works in, like, concept as opposed to reality, like Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, for realsies.
Okay, right now, Tom Jane, whose name is O. Henry, is at the cabin. He sees all the red stuff everywhere. He's sad about his beaver getting its fingers eaten out by a anal slug.
Ate
and
the
now
beaver.
he's fuck me, Freddy, drink.
Fuck me, Freddy, drink. God damn it. I do kind of like the fungus.
I don't get it, but
I don't get
it's
it
a cool
either.
aesthetic. It's a cool aesthetic, though.
Yeah. None of the actors seem fazed by it, but whatever.
Tom Jane just looks confused. That's his face in this entire film is, wait, what?
I like him as the Punisher. That's all I got.
I love him in The Mist. It's a better Stephen King adaptation by a better director. Frank Darabont knows how to work it, and that's perfect because Tom Jane plays like the pragmatist everyman who is trying to be the logical person, and he makes a big fucking mistake. I love The Mist. It's a great fucking film.
And then it just turns into a goddamn religious cult.
Yeah. Ugh, creepy and gross. I don't like this. This body horror
Shoot
shit.
her!
This body horror shit's effective if it wasn't a goofy movie,
Yeah.
but it's fucking creepy.
He should have said, clever girl.
God, it's too much. It's too phallic to be creepy.
Yeah, you missed. Oh, you got it.
Ah, he blew its head off, and then all the eggs look like
Now
sperm.
they're gonna
so
hatch.
It's so phallic.
Oh, yeah. Stephen King was jerking off a lot at this time.
Well, it's kind of funny, like stealing from Alien, because Alien's a very feminine film. Because obviously, like the queen, it's a female. It bursts out of your chest, so pregnancy only the men give birth, and this one's the opposite. It's very phallic and men. Because you think about it, how many females are in this film, Shane?
2.
Like 1?
Yeah.
There's not a single like female lead in all of this. It's a very like masculine kind of centric film.
Yeah, very male butthole centric.
It's buttholes and dicks. Look, those things are sperm right there,
yeah.
obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very masculine. It's weird.
Very spermy.
Very toit.
Transpermia.
Oh, dear God.
All right, here's trivia for you. In Pet Cemetery, what is the name of the spirit in the woods near the burial site? What kind of spirit is it?
Is it a Wendigo?
Jesus Christ! You've got, like, all of them.
I told you I have like autism. It's weird for horror films.
How do you know what a Wendigo is?
Of course I know what a Wendigo is. It's like a Native American like creature that eats
I
human
forgot you're
flesh.
Native American.
Yeah, it's part of my heritage.
Oh.
That was actually a guess. I really didn't know. I know it's a native burial ground. I know the little boy's name is Gage, and he comes back from the dead and says, "Dad's better off dead. Dad's better stay dead."
Best leave them all buried out there. Best not raise them from the dead. Oh, the sperm is cooking.
It's like whenever I like type on my laptop and I put it like on my lap, I always feel like there goes my sperm.
There it goes.
Thank God.
Nuke it, baby.
Can't procreate.
All
Fucking microwaving my dick all the time.
right, here's a Stephen King word or medical term.
This is the stupidest like idea, and I love it so much.
Diverticulitis.
That's definitely medical.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Can I try to guess what that means? It's thinking like
It's the
phonology
inflammation
of
of the diver, which I believe is a skin in your colon. I could be stupid though.
I actually believe that was the diver was founded by Dr. Dio, by Dr. Ronnie James Dio.
That's what happens when you have diverticulitis. You just can't stop singing Holy Diver.
Holy diver!
This is one of the worst cases I've seen. You've been gone too long in the midnight sea. I'm sorry. We're going to have to kill him.
Why would they assume that it's confined to a lost girl who fell in a well?
Gotta get away. Oh, yeah. So they're like, oh, we're going to go solve mysteries together. Scooby and the gang. But our dog is a mentally handicapped kid.
He's Scrappy Doo.
That's what he's saying.
I know.
Is that the one that we saw
shit.
her vagina?
No. God damn, no.
No, that's... no. Oh, God.
It's very confusing because, like I said, there's only 2 females in this entire film, so it's very confusing. It's weird. He's wearing, like, the rain jacket from It.
Oh, yeah. You know what I want to bet?
What?
And this could be totally wrong. I'm just shooting from the hip. I bet in the book, it's not as, like, innocent where they find her. I bet, like, it's not just, oh, Lassie fell down a well. It's, like, she's kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Something
probably
awful.
some, like, fucking pedophile and shit.
from what I read from like the I think a Goodreads synopsis that kind of went into depth of this. It follows until the end. This follows pretty closely to the book, so I don't think it's Stephen King-y as much as you think it might be. But once again, I only read.
That's why he doesn't like
notes,
it.
Basically, it's not fucked up enough. It's not enough child rape.
Yeah, there wasn't enough children fucking each other. I don't like it. Oh man.
Once again, I like this premise and idea. I like this idea of these kids get this power and use it to solve mysteries. It doesn't fit this fucking ass worm. By the way, drink because it's changed movie plots again. But it doesn't fit the rest of this shit. But I like it. It's Stand By Me, but with
It's too much.
Stranger Things powers, basically.
It's too much shoved into the goddamn movie. Like they should have. This is like 8 different movies that should have just been cut out and formed into their own plant.
I'm telling you, these are all good short stories.
Yeah.
And those are my favorite Stephen King things. I like his short stories because they're simple to get through, they're creepy and comfortable, and they work. There's one actually with Thomas Jane. I think he wrote it with his son. Short stories. It's a Netflix movie called 1922, where Tom Jane kills his wife, and then his son's like dealing with the guilt of it all. It's a really short 90-minute film on Netflix. Is really good. And then he also did another one. I think it's a short story. It's what's it called? It's shit. Oh man, Gerald's Game, where this couple go to this cabin to kind of rekindle their marriage, and then the husband ties her up for a sex thing, and he has like a heart attack, and then she has to survive. It's really creepy, but those work because they're small little Stephen King things that good directors, tie up and take out the fucking most of the weird shit.
Yeah. Gerald's Game is a good premise because that's the one that you're like, man, any couple that maybe tried to spice it up could run into.
Oh, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
like everyone has it in the back of their head. What if someone walked in, or if what if someone saw this, or what if I'm locked in this very compromising position. Yeah. It's a good premise and it works. I think it's a Stephen King.
It's very Misery-esque.
Well, maybe wrong. Oh yeah, but once again, all of Stephen King's fucking books involve a writer of some sort. He kind of transcribes himself into his things to a certain extent, not everything, but most of them are about writers. That's kind of like the whole trope of Stephen King. He puts an alcoholic writer in there. Oh, how would he know about that?
How would he ever relate? Oh God.
I don't mind this. It doesn't work, but for the rest of this film, I like this stuff. Oh, here's a question. If we have any female fans out there, which we don't, but if we had any, I want to put this out on social media at some point. Do any females Stand By Me? That's another one of those male-centric things, and I wonder if any females get anything out of the story of 4 boys growing up and want to see a dead body.
You want to see a dead body? Oh, this is the Godzilla 2000.
Oh my god, I got so many Godzilla options.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Ugh, look at this, how ugly that is. That fucking transition, the wavy trees. God, it's so so fucking ugly.
My dad was.
Now it's a Roland Emmerich movie. Yeah, it's totally it's like Independence Day or Godzilla.
Oh god.
Ugh, look how bad that is. You see that shit? Look how bad that green screen is. They're trying to cover up the green screen by making it, foggy. Ugh, it's so goddamn ugly.
Oh man.
This is
Fast and
the part
hard.
of the movie where it slugs for me. This is where the military, and I don't really care about military kind of shit in general. It gets boring, and then it gets really, really, really fucking stupid. It slogs.
Uh-oh, they're putting it right into their heads.
Also cool.
Yeah.
I like this idea. The aliens can astro project their voices into their heads, and it's creepy like that. They don't really play with the premise at all because Morgan Freeman says, "Fuck it."
Well,
nuke them.
And okay, so the aliens are protecting themselves, right? by putting directly into your head voices.
Yeah.
Why would a human be like, oh yeah, that means it's definitely not alien if it's putting thoughts in my head? Yeah.
Well, the argumentation is it appeals to your pathos, your like emotional side of it.
But I'd be like, this is fucked, man. These aliens are awful. You know, like it would. You think you'd have a better defense mechanism?
Well, I guess the logic is they just got to convince one person, right? Because this person, if they convince one person to believe it, that person can use their their machine gun to start firing and take them down. You just got to get one to fucking follow you.
I do like that the aliens just decide that, like, we can't defend ourselves, so let's just blow it up.
Yeah, this is weird that, like, this ends very anticlimactically.
Yeah. Oh,
I just like that they think this is gonna work on these fucking, like, jarheads.
It's weird, man. This is a movie. This was a thought-out idea.
No, a 4-time Oscar-nominated director who's known for some of the biggest box office hits of all time was like, I need to adapt this and direct it, make it look like shit, make it be nonsensical, and think that this is not going to hurt my career.
Merry Christmas to you.
And look, they look even like sperm. Look at them. They look like fucking...
Do they have legs?
They do. They have sad little like protozoan like little legs, kind of like little like evolved Darwinian things.
This is so stupid.
Like they're like little tadpoles.
Ugh. So they
that reminds me of Godzilla, where it looks like the little like Velociraptor Godzillas.
It's gonna blow.
I love it though. That's their ultimate device to getting us out of here. Instead of flying out of here or using some kind of weapon, it's going to self-destruct because there's no way humans have more military personnel.
Or we could, that's another thing is this group is supposed to have been fighting these aliens forever, right?
40, 50 years.
But they have no idea what any of this shit is or what they do. You think they'd be like, oh, that's their self-destruct thing. They do this every time.
Well, you know, I don't know. I don't have any experience in the military. I don't think you do either. But I feel like it's common practice to not follow direct orders from your superior, right? In the military,
that is the first tenet of Fight Club.
In the Bill of Rights of being part of the military.
Yeah. Kiss my ass, Seabass.
Orders are optional.
Yeah, you could suck my orders.
I always feel like this was longer, like the back and forth between Pete and Jonesy, but he kind of dispatches him pretty quickly.
Yeah, and like, yeah, Josie's right. Don't talk to the weirdo. Oh, he's gonna bite his bag, which doesn't rip anyone's clothes. Like he's able to transform into this giant monster, eat him, and the clothes are fine.
Don't question it.
Oh, he ate him.
Well, see, that's the weird thing too, because it seems like he possessed him with space dust.
But now he's
then
actually him.
It's actually transforming into him, like he's a shapeshifter. Like it swapped the quote unquote logic of
this.
Of the forming. Yeah.
Do cocaine.
I want cocaine.
This is fucking stupid too. Because he stops a military transport, which would be like, that has aliens in the back. Would be like, no hitchhikers. In fact,
whose strict orders are to put everyone under quarantine and probably fire on, because what they're like probably the highest level top secret of what's going on here. So we're not stopping. First of all, and two, if you get in our way, we're gonna fucking murder you.
And they would report we got a hitchhiker on fucking Route 7. Get him. Like,
yeah.
Whatever, man. It's fucking dumb. And he has a dog for some reason. Why? Because he's military. We all have dogs.
Didn't you see that movie with Channing Tatum? He's a dog.
Oh, Channing Tatum. Oh yeah. All right. I think this is my last.
Making another Magic Mike movie. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
I don't know if it's Steven Soderbergh this time. I haven't seen any of them. I heard they're like actual serious movies, but it just isn't really.
The first one was actually surprisingly good.
That's why I hear it's actually a good movie. It's a Soderbergh movie,
Yeah.
so it's good. I just never saw it because that topic doesn't really interest me.
The second one I watched drunkenly, and that's it. There's no other reason.
Yeah, there's no alternative motive
Yeah,
at all.
no, I don't see what you're trying to say.
I don't like to lick cum
It's
gutters.
like what was the movie with the singers that everyone was freaking out about? Like Anna Kendrick's in it, and
the Cup movie, fucking Pitch Perfect.
yes, that's what Magic Mike 2 basically was. They go on a road trip to the Las Vegas annual strip club to win the finals and save the strip club.
That seems like a different movie than the original one.
It is
The original one's
very
like a
different.
Dark film. Okay, drink, because we went from military action shit to weird
Reindeer
horror reindeer games. We should have watched that movie. There's a Christmas movie for you with Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
And now we're back to Kevin Smith. Now we're back to Chasing Amy. We've gone full circle here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Peter. I've been ignoring you. You've been sitting there staring at me with those gazing eyes and your dick out all the time. How you feeling, Pete?
I want an official Red Ryder Carbine Action 200 range-ball air rifle.
Ooh, that's hilarious. Good job. I also wanted a Red Ryder BB gun when I was a kid. That's hilarious.
I didn't have a dad to give me one. Why does he have a drill
Your mom only
instructor
gave you
hat?
knives.
Yeah. Knives and trauma. Broken promises, huh? That's where that section is, under Duddits.
That's where your dad would be. Sorry, that was awful.
Okay. Here's because now we have is he gonna get caught in the warehouse? He doesn't get caught in the warehouse.
Okay. I get it. It's visual, but is he literally going through his mind
Yeah.
palace and gonna chase him?
And he's
he has
limping
a
in
limp.
his mind
Why
palace?
is he limping in his mind palace? Isn't he the best person in his mind? Wouldn't you think it's kind of like in heaven? In heaven, you're not in a wheelchair anymore. You would be like the best person of you, but no, in your mind palace, he's still handicapped.
He has I like the idea of him battling him in his consciousness. That's a fun.
But he
premise.
doesn't even do that. He's not battling. He's just running. He's like, there's no actual like engagement.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Well, this whole movie's fucking dumb.
SSG.
That's why we watched it, because we don't watch good things.
No, but we do have good trivia. All right.
Tell me some more trivia about butts.
Which Stephen King novel often gets compared to the BBC sci-fi series Quatermass and the Pit? Sci-fi series.
Okay, well, Quatermass in the Pit sounds
It's a
like
Stephen
fucking
King novel.
Shit. So, Quatermass in the Pit. Fuck. Quartermass? No, that's like shooting the body.
Quatermass in the Pit.
Oh. Quatermass in the Pit? I don't know, Dreamcatcher?
The Tommyknockers.
I've never seen that.
I don't even know what the Tommyknockers. I know it's aliens. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it? I don't know anything about that.
I think it's like
That's the point. Stephen King has so much shit. How can I possibly...
here. I'll fix this right now. What the fuck is the Tommyknockers?
Oh no! You're not watching the film, which we don't recommend you do, because I own this movie now. Lucky me. Right now, Tom Sizemore is being shown by Morgan Freeman the COVID-19 quarantine zone, sponsored by China, and he's showing him all the people who are going to be murdered because they have red on their face, which I find racist, but whatever. It is what it is.
All right. I'm not gonna read the plot because maybe someone out there wants to actually read the Tommyknockers, but here's what I think about it. All right. While maintaining a horror style, the novel is an excursion into the realm of science fiction for King, as the residents of the main town of Haven gradually fall under the influence of mysterious objects buried in the woods. Tommyknockers.
What a dumb name.
Oh.
Tommyknockers sounds like a kind of like a like Porky's or Screwballs, kind of
Yeah.
like or Meatballs comedy. Tommyknockers. Look at
Tommyknockers.
over
Let's
there.
look at boobs.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no
Knockers.
boobs in this film. This movie gets a boo.
I don't think Stephen King really sexualizes a lot of things. He's more
Only
into
children.
Yeah, I was gonna say to children and just trauma and creepy shit like that.
Did he just?
Or maybe that they don't put the sexualized stuff in Stephen King novels because it involves children too often. Oh, I love this. So I love that that Tom Sizemore knows he's fighting off an alien invasion and they have the power for mind control, and he just readily follows Jane's like insightful things and didn't think to himself, this guy reads my mind.
No, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. This whole fucking thing is stupid. I'm so hungry. Okay.
I get Morgan Freeman's crazy, but he has like sympathy. Like he even says like I don't like doing this, but I have to do this. Like monster, but pragmatist in the end.
And no one had a problem doing his orders up to this point. Like now it's too far.
No, because that one general's knocking on his back door saying Jennifer McCaleb or McAllister's coming in or something like that.
He's the good guy, I guess, because he's regular army. He's not Blue Man Group.
No, because he's white.
Yes, yes, that is exactly.
Ugh. I could be drinking scotch instead of drinking this terrible drink I'm making. I think my problem is I use an Irish whiskey that's been in my cabinet for way too long, and I think I know why, because it's terrible. It's not Jameson. This is terrible.
It's terrible. I don't like Jameson. Ugh.
Are you serious? I love it.
Ugh. Maybe because I've just vomited it up too much.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
It might be a problem.
Okay, shot or not. This film was shot entirely on location in Derry, Maine. True or false?
Is it Derry, Maine, not a real place? I would say false. It's shot in Maine, but Derry's not real. Just like birds.
Derry isn't. Birds aren't fucking real, except for me. No, yeah, it is false. I want to guess where this was entirely shot. It's not in Maine.
North Dakota.
Ooh, a little bit north. It's all shot in British Columbia, in Vancouver and Prince George.
Ew. Fucking
I
Canucks.
like me some Canada. It's very pretty up there.
You socialist fucks. If your medical's so good, why do you come down here for it?
Okay, Grandpa.
Go back to your socialist anarchist society.
Justin Trudeau's a racist.
That's right. He touches children and eats babies.
We have our own racist baby lovers over here. Get out. Go to your own country.
That's right.
Okay, we're back to a military.
Still standing in the snow, staring.
And the man who stands in the snow. These are Americans. If they're Canadians, I wouldn't give a shit, but they're Canadian, but they're Americans.
Americans. Eating your McDonald's. Having your butt diarrheas. Okay, you ready for another word? I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you two.
Sure.
The first one.
Okay. I'm listening, by the way. Don't think I'm ignoring you.
Colorectal.
Colorectal sounds like the space in between your colon and your rectum, so I'm going to go with medical.
It is a medical term. You ready for the next one?
Well, am I right? What does it mean?
You were right. Colorectal. I don't know.
That's like I have a fucking high school diploma or some shit.
What about this one? Weeby.
Oh, that's 100% Stephen Kingism. Can I guess what it means, though?
Let
see if I can guess.
me find
a
it.
weeby. Okay,
right.
a weeby.
What is it?
Weeby sounds either like a dweeb, like a weakling dweeb, or it's a stupid spirit that haunts the dreams of little girls when they're on their periods. Knowing Stephen King.
It means a youngster. There hasn't been a stock blast in these parts since I was a weeby.
Oh, I can definitely see that's a Pet Cemetery sound. I'm not sure it's because of your accent, but I can also just see that.
These,
Pet Cemetery.
if you haven't guessed, have been all Dark Tower words.
Oh, okay. I've not read the Dark Tower series.
I'm going to have to now because it sounds like a shithole. I know the movie did nothing.
Yeah, but you take a fucking 2,000-page book and try to put it in 90 minutes starring Matthew McConaughey as the devil. Like, how fucking good is it going to be?
And Idris Elba.
Okay, but we don't blame Idris Elba.
That's
we
true.
blame Matthew McConaughey.
I blame Matthew.
Speaking of which, did you ever see Beast? Idris Elba, like the one where he's in Africa, he takes his daughters there, and the lion attacks him.
And the what?
Idris Elba takes his daughters to Africa, and a lion like stalks them. It's like a
it's like what's that movie with Val Kilmer and
I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Ghost something in the Ghost in the Grass or something like that.
Yeah, my grandpa was telling me about that movie.
It's a
too,
good
when we saw
movie. That's a good movie. But
Oh yeah, go see Beast. Beast is surprisingly good. It's way better than it should be. Like, it's actually really good. We should talk about that for.
it sounds terrifying.
It sounds stupid. It sounds like a sci-fi original, but it's actually way better than it has the right to be. So check it out. We can talk about it at our
I
end
feel
of the
like
year
it could be
podcast
good
one.
if you're sparing with the lion and keep the suspense high. Like, it could be a fun little hour and a half.
Yeah, and they actually give Idris Elba like some acting to do. It's pretty good. But there's a lot of teenagers in it, so you might not.
Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
And they're black girls, so you really don't.
Hey. Cut that. Cut that.
Nope, staying in.
You said it. I like people. All people.
Certain people. Not moops, that's for
Not
sure.
the moops. I don't like the moops.
I don't like Lawrence Kasdan anymore.
Yeah.
I really don't like him.
I watched this movie twice. I paid $4 to watch this fucking movie.
I paid $10 to own it.
You own it?
Well, because I watched it a couple of weeks ago because work's really busy right now. So I knew I wouldn't have time this week. So I watched it 2 weeks ago and took down notes. So I was like, I'm going to pay $8. I might as well just own the stupid shit.
This is fucking stupid.
Well, I thought it'd be free somewhere, but no one wants to stream it because it's terrible.
No. All right, Tom Jane. So now you've got. Why didn't he just say, "I got a car, follow me"?
Because suspense. Because this movie's boring, so you gotta pretend like there's some suspense going.
Can we fast forward? This movie's so stupid.
No, you stop complaining. This is Christmas. It's Jesus' birthday, and I picked the movie.
Christmas. You
edit a podcast, you could complain.
You ruined
know how to complain.
Christmas, Peter Billingsley.
Yeah, what to say for yourself, Peter? You son of a bitch.
Oh, fudge.
Oh yeah. Keep saying fudge all you want to. Fuck off, you piece
You
of shit.
bitch.
No one saw your fucking belated sequel to Christmas Story. Go fuck yourself, Peter.
Go hang out with the moops, you.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. We don't need the Peter Billingsley boost. Fucking get out of here, you piece
Go,
of shit.
die.
Our 10 listeners appreciate us without you here, you son of a bitch.
I hope you get hit by a drunk driver.
Shut or not. Stephen King wrote this after a bad car accident. He wrote this entirely in cursive. He wanted to title it Cancer, but was convinced by his wife to change it to Dreamcatcher. True or false?
Cancer. Ass cancer. Oh God. I know Stephen King was hit by a car.
Yeah,
That would explain Jonesy limping around. And Jonesy got hit by a car. And I could see how Stephen King fancies himself Jonesy. True.
That is all true.
Oh my God, he wanted to call this movie Cancer?
Yeah, I think I read that.
For the
right.
novel. That's the dumbest title I've ever heard.
Well, I'm guessing because of like all the red
And it infects
that
and spreads.
Yeah, and that's the whole kind of thing that the thing of spreads. But I think I know I can't find it because I'm drunk. But I remember, I think it was his wife convinced him to not call it that because it's fucking macabre and awful, and no one wants to read something called Cancer. But yeah, this is the first thing he wrote after his accident. He wrote it entirely in cursive to kind of get back his motor skills. So he wrote this after his accident in '99, and it was very dark. And I think he kind of really doesn't like it because I think it's it's sappy and dark and kind of not good at all. People supposedly like the book, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, it was supposed to be called Cancer, but his wife said no one's gonna read that.
Steven, we need to pay bills. You haven't worked for a while. They're not naming it that.
It's like called Dreamcatcher.
Why
we
is
just talk past the part that he's talking on the phone?
Yeah, why
the
is
gun.
the gun a phone? What? Why wouldn't he just hear him in his mind? Why does he need a physical prop?
I don't know, because it's not played for laughs, but it's played for laughs because when you have a character almost talking to a banana phone, basically, it's just as goofy as that. It's like, why would you do that? Just like you said, talk in his head.
Oh, dare
the Tom Jane demand a prop.
Give me a banana. No, Tom. Give it to me.
I just want my wife and kids back.
Just
That's my favorite role of Tom Jane of
the
all
Punisher
time.
is the best.
No, it's in Arrested Development where he plays himself and he pretends to be homeless, and the sister
That's
dates
right.
him thinking he's actually homeless, and then he
That's
keeps
right.
saying, "I just want my wife and kids back."
That's right. He's getting into roller character, staying in character.
Yeah. And the wife and the sister thinks that he's actually dating a real homeless person, and she thinks that she's doing a good thing. And he goes, "I'm not homeless. I'm Tom Jane, the actor. You know Tom Jane." She's just like, "What?" That's his best role ever.
Oh my God.
That's a Wahlberg.
You never go full.
Wahlberg.
You never go full Wahlberg. Oh no. Oh no. You know what?
Who is Johnny Wahlberg married to? It's to someone surprisingly attractive. Who is he married to? Do you know?
No. Is she just trying to get to Mark through him?
No, I think it's like a kind of a Make-A-Wish thing.
All right. Who is Donnie Wahlberg married? Oh, Google already knew.
Oh, is it Jenny McCarthy? It's Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, it was Kimberly Frey, and then he married Jenna McCarthy.
That makes sense. They're both Make-A-Wish people.
Boy, she is hot. Is she a
Because
country singer?
It's because she's not vaccinated.
Oh, that's why she's so
She's
hot.
Yeah, she's one of those anti-vaxxers. Like before it was
Yay.
cool.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Who's she?
Actress and model personality.
Oh, she's
that's
his
the mother.
mom.
Yeah.
Does she?
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Does she let her kid wander around, getting beat up and eating poop?
Well, I think that's the whole thing of, hoping the world's better than it is, sending them out there to be protected. Then the loss of innocence. That's what all Stephen King things are about, and it's about children being molested or eating shit. Oh, it's embarrassing.
Oh my God. This is almost patronizing. I wouldn't even call it almost.
I don't think it's patronizing. I just think it's to a point of overly simplistic and tugging at easy heartstrings. It's like whenever you have a dog in a movie type of thing, where it's like, oh, the dog dies type of thing. It's like low hanging fruit to tug at your heartstrings.
What do you mean they haven't had the courage to take over your trailer? They have your whole camp done. Why wouldn't they?
Are they afraid to storm your fucking capital? What's going on here?
I don't know. Maybe they think he's got a whole mess of butt slugs in there.
He's got a raccoon. Why's he got a coon there?
Boy, Stephen King is obsessed with Maine, isn't he? Oh.
Pretty sure he's
Fart.
from Maine.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 10th Mountain. Oh.
He looks like Dangle.
That would be hilarious.
He looks like Tom Lennon, from Reno 911. Look at him.
I want to see this version, but Reno 911, where the gang has to, keep everyone in.
Yeah, and he's in the snow and short shorts and he's freezing his
They
ass
keep
off.
letting people out because they keep fucking them.
And Terry in skates is ice skates, and he keeps sneaking off. So Terry, you gotta stop sneaking
Terry,
off the base
Terry.
because you're breaking quarantine.
Get back in quarantine, Terry. That's how good this movie is.
Not at all.
It's got Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman will do anything.
Was he like, this is it? This is my new Shawshank? Or was he like...
Shawshank is a Stephen King novel.
I know. Or was Morgan like, these Ferrari payments are getting very expensive. I have to do something.
He's top billed, and he's like insignificant in this movie, so I'm sure they paid him way too much to do it.
Oh, yeah. He could be insert crazy military-looking guy here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a question for you that has nothing to do with this movie.
Welcome to the podcast. What's up?
How not excited are you for Avatar 2?
I'm probably gonna see that next. What's out now? It just came out tomorrow. Tomorrow, by recording this.
Do you think there's anyone that's like, oh, fuck yeah? Or do you think that everyone...
Do you not remember how big that was, though? Like,
but it was so long ago.
People were killing themselves because they couldn't be part of Pandora. Like, people were so invested into this, like, nonsense.
Oh, if Avatar 2 came out 5 years after number 1, I would be like, yeah, it's gonna hit big. But this is...
Isn't that weird that this is the hill he's gonna die on?
Yeah. What? Like Jonesy or Cameron's career?
No, we're not talking about the movie anymore. Fuck that. We're talking about Cameron's career. Like he's not done a movie in over 10 years because Avatar's been in developmental hell for so long. Isn't it weird that like, that's the movie he's willing to die for?
I forgot what I read, but it was something like this movie has to make like $8 billion or it will implode. Like it's been so much money has been put into this, not because of making the movie, but just the development nightmare that it was.
Well, I think they're doing 3 or 4 at a time. I think they're doing a whole Peter Jackson thing.
Oh no.
No, I'm almost positive because I was reading a little bit about this, and I think there's 3 movies that are in development. I think they shot all of them or most of them at one time because what I read was Cameron has 3 separate head writers who wrote the next 3 sequels, and he didn't tell them which movie they were doing because he wanted to like have them all collaborate and create and then send them on their own path. So I think there's 3 movies in development right now.
I want to trust Cameron. He's made some of my favorite movies of all time, but I don't trust him. I think he's smelling his own farts too much.
I don't know, like, what... Okay, give me a James Cameron film that's, like, perfect.
Terminator 2.
Okay, good, but the writing in that isn't phenomenal. It's great action, but it follows simple beats of, like, father-son dynamic. It's not, like, a perfect written movie. Like, action-wise, it is. I like Alien over Aliens, though, but Aliens is great.
They're just different movies.
Action. Yeah, well, he's an action guy. He's always done action, so he's prolific in visual effects and craftsmanship and the action, but writing-wise, he's always been pretty subpar.
Oh, are you kidding me? True Lies?
Never seen it.
What?
Never seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I think it's the only Cameron movie I've never seen. I think I've seen all the other ones.
It's a fun movie. It's stupid, but it's fun. And Bill Paxton's in it, R.I.P.
Yeah. Well, like The Abyss. The Abyss is like
that's
parts of a fucking phenomenal film, but it's also like stupid up its own ass kind of in its way of its like preachy weirdness. So like Cameron's an excellent director, but he always has to write his own films, and I think that's his weak point. Like Titanic is a visually perfect film, but
that movie's
goddamn. Well, so is Avatar. Avatar is a visually striking film, but it's stupid and dumb. So I remember like someone posted on like Twitter, like 4 directors who you're gonna get rid of, and I think it was Tarantino, Scorsese, Spielberg, and Cameron. I'm like, well, fucking Cameron for sure.
Easy.
Like not even close to like
of
like craftsmanship and just like those things. And don't get me wrong, like Terminator 2 are 2 the greatest action films. Aliens, I like Alien more, but Aliens is a fucking phenomenal action film. It's so goddamn good. It wrote the fucking book on perfect sci-fi action movies.
Now the real question here is, how long until we start seeing all this Navi porn again?
I don't think it left.
Oh, it never left?
Like, How perfect is that? By the way, we should be drinking because we're changing the entire plots back and forth. But like, Navis are like perfectly made for porn because they have like the little like hair pocket pussies that they're kind of banging each other with. Like it's like perfect, and like the little tendrils come out and do that.
And like,
see, look, I've only seen Avatar once, and all this shit's burned in my brain. It's visually striking film. I've seen it once, and I remember all the things because the plot's not that in depth, but the visuals are burned in there forever. It's visually stunning.
I've only watched Navi porn once.
You've never seen Avatar?
It's pretty hot. I gotta lie. I was like, this is stupid, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god, what happened? There's a ghost.
So much come.
So much.
Okay, we're at the climax of the film. Now we're on
we're almost there.
A goofy little thing.
We're almost
it's
there.
a goofy little ending where like he goes into a ditch.
Whoa!
You know what should have I thought Duddits was gonna be like what's that clip that Jimmy Fallon always shows of the alien with Paul Rudd?
Oh, that's is that Conan? When Paul Rudd comes on Conan, he shows Mac and Me.
Mac and Me.
Yeah. So this is the part that, of my knowledge, where it deviates from the actual book.
Okay.
So in the book, there's no helicopter MP5 battle off right now. Instead, the Tom Sizemore, Tom Jane, and Duddits head towards the water main, but the Colonel Kurtz and two lesser military guys follow them in the vehicle, and then there's a shoot-off where the same things happen, except for one of the military guys is secretly also an alien in disguise, is watching the military. And then the ending here, instead of the two aliens fighting it out, Henry and Duddits use their mental powers to overwhelm Mr. Gray and then suffocate him with a pillow.
I could see how that's a little less climactic.
Oh yeah, no, you can't have a movie where it's like we killed him with the pillow. You got to have the aliens use their penises to attack.
Yes, for sure. I like the shootout on the ground more than the helicopter shootout. That's fucking dumb. I feel like Kazan was like, I bought this fucking helicopter. I'm gonna goddamn use it.
Well, you gotta have a military climax for your stupid military scenes.
Like, and I don't particularly hate the alien showdown. Like, it's stupid because Jonesy and Duddits are completely different for some reason. And they're not the same race. They're kind of different. Or are they the same race?
Oh, I'm sure in the fucking novelization, there's a whole backstory of the genocide history of some kind of bullshit.
Duddits clan and they're Nazi. The other one's Nazis.
Well, that's even the weird thing too, is they go by Mr. Gray. That doesn't make any sense in our context. The only thing is because it sounds like mystery, so it's like a MacGuffin type of thing. Mystery, Mr. Gray, and then Duddits is a playoff of Douglas, so it doesn't make any sense anyways. Like those names don't make sense in any logic, because he's obviously possessing a kid named Douglas, so Duddits, and he obviously has a speech impediment, so they call him Duddits. And Mr. Gray is Mystery, so it's really dumb.
And why is it Mr. Gray? Why wouldn't they be like, what's his name? His name is.
Yeah. You call him fucking Bill and be the same kind of,
this
stupidity.
This would be a better Men in Black.
We should watch Men in Black.
Yeah, I want.
That's a good one.
Tom Sizemore with
Tommy
Lee Jones, and he has all his alien weapons taken away, and he has to stop Mr. Gray.
And instead of Donnie Wahlberg, it's Will Smith.
Yeah.
And Will Smith can get his Oscar again for playing someone who's diminished mental capacities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, which one did he win that for?
Oh, King Richard. After he actually won the role for pretending to be a normal person for 40 years in Hollywood. And then Chris Rock, and they say, "Oh, that was a great performance. Here's your Oscar for pretending to be normal."
Jesus Christ.
Go fuck yourself, Oscars. The only way you can get me to watch the Oscars this year is if they get the entire cast of Bob's Burgers to come on to sing a song for Best Song of the Year. Then you'll have me to watch it, you fucks. Otherwise, there's no chance I'm going to give
I'll only
two
watch
shit fucks at it.
if more people hit each other. This just becomes a thing. Where just people slap the shit out of each other.
Or if you keep giving Kevin Spacey awards, you know
Yes!
what? I'll keep watching
If
them.
he keeps winning Best Actor and they're just like, God damn it.
He's so good. We
can't
just
do
likes to take
this.
advantage of young boys.
I just want to see an Oscars with like Best Director Roman Polanski, Best Actor Kevin Spacey.
Film of the Year, Harvey Weinstein. Yeah,
Yeah,
give it
Best
everybody.
Original Script, Bill Cosby.
Best Supporting Actor, Jared Leto. Just give it to everybody. Just do it all.
Oh, and Best Supporting Actor is the guy that plays the Flash.
Oh, Ezra
Ezra
Miller.
Miller.
That guy is.
That guy is wild.
I think they're a they now, but that person is out of their mind.
That person is pulling that to
crazy.
try and fucking put up a shield, and they can't, man. Like they have made themselves way too.
It's so crazy.
Like that person threatened a pregnant woman with a gun at a party, and is like, "Oh, but I'm a them. No one cares, bud. No one cares.
Pulled a full Caitlyn Jenner to not get prosecuted.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's almost over.
So we weren't talking about this, but what really frustrates me of this is that the last scene when Henry's talking to Tom Sizemore and making all these like connection leaps and logics of, oh, Duddits was trying to warn us 40 years ago, so he ruined our entire lives. So at this moment, we could save the world, but instead he himself could just possess, the military guy later time when he's older, and then from there he could stop Mr. Gray, but instead he's going to ruin 4 guys' lives and get 3 of them killed or 2 of them killed.
And like, I think this plays
And
better.
then tear their buttholes a new one.
I think this plays better if Duddits only gave them powers because he was gonna die. You know what I mean? Like he goes, "Oh
Doesn't make
shit,
any
I
sense
can't
at all."
stop Mr. Gray," but because they're human, they can't handle all the power that Duddits has. So he gives them each a special power. Like, and that's how they have to work together to stop Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
It's simple and dumb, but like, it makes more fucking
That's
sense.
dumb that the thing jumps on his
Gun
his gun cock at the end there and just dies
starts
like that.
blowing it.
Yeah. Well, that's the weird thing too, because Duddits, Mr. Gray has to use the magical space dust, but Duddits kind of transforms, but so does Mr. Gray as well. And then, so is Duddits a different race? Because if he could just leave Duddits' body and go to a younger person, why would he need to give the powers to the 4 people?
This is fucking dumb, dude.
And then like, why did 2 of them have to die? Why couldn't Duddits just tell them, hey, there's gonna be an alien here in 30 years from now. Be ready. This is your purpose now in life. I know it's a movie. Fuck you, listeners. But the point being is, it's nonsense.
I think we always do this every time we watch a Stephen King thing. I'm just not a big Stephen King fan. I know it's like there's a big following, but I think he's way overrated. I mean, it's just me.
Well, like, did you ever see The Langoliers?
No.
Okay, so I never saw my wife grew up watching. It's one of those TV movies of it. It's a really creepy premise where these people wake up on this plane, and then when they go up in the plane, everything's normal. When they land, they're like the last people on Earth, and they have to like figure out what the fuck is going on. And it ends up these time creatures called the Langoliers travel through time, and they're either eating time or eating people, and then they have to figure out how to go back in time. Like, it's a really creepy premise. Like, you land on a plane and everything's all falling apart and you don't know, and then space creepy time creatures. It's like the idea is there to draw me in, but he doesn't know how to tie it with the bow and
make it tight.
acceptable or at least to a point. It's like Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary is a cool, creepy first half of a premise, but when you actually see the little boy stabbing people like Chucky, it's fucking goofy as shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. And like, how is this supposed to be like, fuck yeah, get him, dude? It's like, this is ridiculous.
I guess it would. And they gave him leukemia too. They made him even sadder.
Mr. Gay. Got you good, fucker.
Notice which one of us is laughing at that. Yeah, I don't know what to feel in any of this. Like, do I cheer? Do I go, oh?
Did it come out of his butt?
Ass? Yeah, like
his butthole would be ruined.
yeah, he needs a proctologist for sure.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I love Thomas Jane's face. That
He's
is
like,
so good
what-
on our Instagram.
Where he's like, what am I supposed to do with this right now? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Tom, looks shocked and gross because a big old slug came out your friend's ass. Oh my god!
His name is...
And then your handicapped friend's gonna fight this sperm cockroach, and your gun's not gonna work, and you're gonna get paid $1 million. So just look surprised.
And then Duddits fights him like shit. Like,
Yeah, like he
just gets stabbed.
well, like he lures him in because he's unassuming.
Oh, that's right.
And then he gets, I get it, but it's stupid. I get it, but it's stupid.
Uh-oh.
Now he's gonna mount him.
He's going full mount. Oh my god! He's got him in the full mount. Oh, he's penetrating him.
I like that the humans can't do anything. Like, they have no purpose anymore besides just to get Duddits here. So it seems like Duddit could do it all on his own.
So
Oh, no, but he did a switcheroo. He penetrated him.
Oh, double
And-
penetration.
And now his positive cancer is spreading to him, and he's locked in there.
He's like, no, you have ass cancer. No.
It's like, it's okay. I already have leukemia. I can't get worse than this.
Oh my
no.
god. This is so groan-worthy.
Oh, now he looks like a creepy dick.
Oh my god. So is
I
that...
told you it's phallic, man. Like, Kazdan's got a dick fetish.
Is this like the same kind of... Because it's got a tail spear.
But it looks different. It looks like a turd. It looks like a dick turd.
So is this a rival alien group?
Oh, he's fucking him in the back, though.
Yeah,
no.
this is very sexual.
He's like, you like going on asses? I'll show you an ass. And then he goes, "Whap."
Oh no! Oh, it's almost over, Ronnie. We almost
Now
made
he's
it.
wrapping him in like a weird, like, cancer condom cocoon thing.
Oh,
No, now he's imploding on him.
Self-destruct.
But now they all have cancer.
I just wanted to end with, what the fuck do we do now?
That is literally how the movie ends, though. It ends with, like, not a single second to waste. And he goes, smile, then, ooh, waka waka,
Waka,
it ends with
waka.
no, yeah, there is absolutely, like, no epilogue to this. That, like, it's like the editor was embarrassed and said, fuck this.
There's
I'm not
no
showing
learning
anything.
to live with Beeve and Oliphant dead. It's just, well, all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
Oh, it
And
almost
then-
made it.
Squish.
And the
Oh, that's
CGI couldn't do it. Couldn't have a seamless transition.
That was bad. Look, they literally just squish it. Jonesy. Oh.
Fuck yeah. Make it. Oh my god, that's how it ends.
Yeah. No, it ends with him, like, crushing his... Oh, no, they do this, because it's got to end happily. So drink one more time as this changes tones once more.
The ending is so bad. They stare and smile, and then it cuts them around the dinner table. And like
Yeah,
this,
and then he's in the Mime Palace. They're just throwing shit that was already recorded that they couldn't use.
it's like a Rick and Morty episode where he's like, "I
Yeah.
did it. We're friends. That we grew up as friends."
And it ends with He's our dream catcher because he protected us in the end. He stopped us from our nightmares happening. Do you get it now? Do you get it, Dad?
Oh my God.
Oh, dear.
Well, that was a piece of shit.
Yep. Okay, Shane, before we get to our annual present unwrapping, because we both brought each other some gifts, would you recommend Dreamcatcher to our 2 fans out there?
Please never watch this film. Please never watch this film.
Yeah, I can't really recommend it. I personally enjoy it in like a nostalgic kind of trashy. It's funny to talk about, but not funny to watch. Like it's so wrong that it's not really fun to watch. Because I remember watching this, it was a slog. I was like rolling my eyes. But just how fucking wrong it is for having these huge names and this huge studio behind it is interesting. How you could fucking this up so bad.
I have nothing further to say about this piece of shit. I'm done.
Well, hope you enjoyed the 2000 our commentary on 2003's third place Teen Choice Award for Best Horror Thriller.
I loved you,
Okay,
Tom
Shane.
Jane. I loved you.
You fucked me. Okay, Shane, you want to open up your present first?
Yes, give it to me, baby. Here we go. Okay, shake it up. Feel it. Fuck off, Peter. Okay, I'm opening it. Oh, hallelujah! God bless America! Look at
got
the
you a boob
size
job.
of those!
I got you a free consultation to a boob job, Shane.
Oh my God. That's dangerous. Thank you.
So now you can get the big old titties you've always wanted.
Here's what I got you.
I don't know, it's barking at me. I hope it's not a puppy.
All right.
Because I'm not responsible for a puppy. Okay, what did you get me? Yay! We get the same gift. You bought me the Dominatrix manual. A good girl's guide to fetish dominatrix.
And don't forget,
Dominance.
you get one more. It comes with it.
Is that a plumbus? I got a dominatrix manual and a plumbus. Thank you, Shane.
For everything you need with all your plumbus needs.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you for sticking around this long. It's
Best
been a
Christmas
long
ever.
I appreciate you. We appreciate your listening this year. It's been a big year for Wasted Potential Podcast. So many ups and downs. I don't know. Maybe we'll see you for an end of the year wrap up. We'll see if Shane wants to do that. It's my favorite time of the year, so obviously Shane doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Talk about movies that I've seen while Shane bitches about Die Hard for the 47th time.
I could be down for that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, then we will see you next calendar year, fuckers.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Oh, visual effects by The Asylum.
For real?
Yeah, it says by Asylum. I'm not sure if it's The Asylum or just Asylum. That's interesting.
Oh.
Special thanks to our guest, Peter Billingsley. I know he stormed out like hours ago because I refused to pull out, but with this Dominatrix manual, I feel like I have to call him back here because I'm going to learn some things with this Plumbus.
Eat shit and die, Peter. The end.
Okay, I can't thank you all for listening more enough. Thanks, Shane. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays. Dan, take us away.
Hello, everyone. This is Homeless Dan here. Hopefully your favorite podcast member of all time. Better than Ron, better than Shane, and definitely better than that Rogan guy. I have an important announcement that I'm very excited about. It's very exciting, yes. I'm doing my first official Homeless Dan NFT trading card collection right here, right now. They are called Homeless Dan trading cards. These cards feature the incredible artwork pertaining to my life and the great moments on this podcast, including the Narf and Scrent Rudy card, the Fair and Friends card, the Useless Ron card, the Racist Fat Shane card, and my personal favorite, Homeless Hero Dan card. But here's one of the best parts of it. Each card you purchase, get an automatic chance for amazing prizes. Like a tour of my fair facility, dinner with Ron, you get to throw tomatoes at Shane's face possibly, and even the grand prize, a chance to meet Peter Billingsley. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but that's what we have. I'll even autograph a ferret coat and send it to you directly. Buy one and you'll join our very exclusive community just in time for the holidays. And give it to those little kids of yours, yes. However, we only accept FTX crypto. Go to collectmyfuckingcards.com now and collect them all while supplies last. Fuck you, Peter Billingsley. And Merry Holidays.
Okay, I'm recording.
First time in goddamn forever you do something for
God,
this
you're
fucking podcast.
such a cunt.
You love me, you whore.
Ugh. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Ugh, I hate this fucking time of the year.
I'm so in the spirit. I just watched my annual viewing of Die Hard.
Oh, cool. So you'll be
I'm
happy
so
about
ready.
You'll be happy about one movie tonight.
Yeah, I really had to cleanse my palate for this one.
I fucking love this movie.
All right, let's do some ads. I'm actually excited about these.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I just got back from a Christmas party and I'm fucked. Okay.
Who will torture you and bring up deep-seated, oddly specific sexual trauma. And do cocaine. Join now. And do some fucking coke.
I thought you were going to say the Stephen King experience was being hit by a car.
Ah! I've been hit! I was like, would gun violence actually decrease if you could only shoot Republicans? It's just Republicans like, this some bitch don't work. And then just some hippies like die Republican.
It's like what's that movie where he has the gun that's kind of like connected to his it's James Bond, right? Where the gun only works on his fingerprints.
Oh yeah.
But instead of fingerprints, it's a Republican. Trump supporter, blast.
Oh, okay. Give me a toy. just don't feed the cast. You know, they're gonna try. They're gonna try to remake the Cosby Show. You know they will.
Yeah.
They remade Willow.
I've never seen Willow. I heard it's good, but I've never seen it, so I can't pretend.
The new one's dog shit. And it's a series.
I'm just mad that they can't call him anymore.
All right. Yeah, right? I can't wait for that to get bleeped. That's going to be weird out of context.
I'm cutting all this shit out.
Kanye! Hi, I'm Mel Gibson. And this Christmas I'd like to introduce you to Santa Claus. The real Santa Claus. The all-new Christmas Santa action figure. And remember that I'm the reason for the season! There is one day, not 12! Buy now and get Santa's little helper, Kanye West. There's a reason all them motherfucking reindeer are German, bitch.
It's 8 days, not 12.
Thank God we cut him down to 8.
You exterminated those 4 extra days?
God damn it, Mel. Get out of here with your stupid movies. You're a poor man's Bruce Willis.
He still gets work. Isn't that crazy?
Hell of a director with his weirdly Christ overtones.
He's got an audience he caters to, and it works.
We should start making Christian movies.
I'm so down. I can write that shit and make my fucking sleep.
Let's go, Kirk Cameron.
Fuck yeah.
Join today and do what you can for your country. The Blue Group is now The Blue Group is now recruiting hot-blooded Americans, no girls, just boys, to come and fight the alien incomers. Here at Blue Group, we have a strict don't ask what we do and don't tell us what you do. Join the Blue Group today, and let's kick some ass.
Yeah, isn't it weird that they're, what are they called? The Blue... What are they called? Like the Blue Angels?
The Blue Man Group.
Yeah, there we go, the Blue Man Group. I blew that man group.
Waste Potential is very lucky to drop a special movie preview for the new Transformers. Boom! Sam Witwicky is dead. Boom! An alien burst out of his ass. Boom! All right, Optimus, out of the way. This is Blue Group jurisdiction. Boom. You can't stop me and the Autobots, along with probably 2 young minority cast members.
They're black.
That means you can't do shit, Blue Group. Boom. God damn it, Optimus. They've got Dreamcatchers, and you can't hurt us. This is a children's movie. Guess again, bitch. Optimus, you can't stop them. They're ass bursters. We have to. Oh, what's the phrase they say in this stupid film?
Woogie
Woogie wooga wooga.
wiggity whack?
This summer comes Optimus Prime versus alien butt alien snakes.
Put him in a cage.
Snake butt. Do they say what the race of this
They
alien
call them
is?
They call them ass weasels. I don't know.
Yeah, watch Optimus kick some ass weasel.
Ass weasel.
Someone that probably was a cast member on Saturday Night Live, since that just seems to be the thing to do nowadays.
Ass weasel. Ready?
Coming 2023. Boom. All right, let's do it.